very way of life that we know and love here, Nick, and it cannot stand. Americans are revolting. You see, there's about maybe 3 or 4 times as many people here, and the Islamic presence is much smaller here in Texas. You saw the way they surrounded us and tried to kill us in Dearborn, but here in Texas, Jesus is king. This is
Oh, I
God's
don't
country,
care
and we will stand against
about
Islamification until our very last breath.
And what's the purpose of the pigs?
The pigs is a pure show. It's a demonstration. Bacon represents America. And also in the Bible, Jesus has given us the freedom. Anything that is eaten in the name of the Lord Jesus is made clean. God said, do not call profane what I have made clean. And so bacon and pigs are representation of America. And Islam can never coincide with our freedom. They would kill me in any majority Muslim country for simply even holding a pig, for simply even speaking my mind on this topic. So, you know,
I guess that's probably true in Israel. They wouldn't do
We have a
that.
small group out here. Then we also have, looks like we have some Muslims here as well. And your shirt says Muhammad was a pedophile. What do you think of the rise of Islam here in Texas?
I think it is coinciding with the fall of Christianity, unfortunately. I think if American Christians were stronger and were more focused on outreach and not so focused on inward stuff inside the church, if they would come out of the church and actually start doing stuff, we would be spiritually combating this before it ever became a problem.
Here in the United States, we have freedom of speech. Do you feel like this is a bunch of Christians trying to stop the freedom of religion here?
Well, do we have freedom of speech?
You know what? I see what he's doing. He's trying to appeal to them and make them think
I mean, our forefathers fought for it.
he's on their side. I agree with it though. He's obviously not on these people's side. Actually, it's not that obvious. The other people are obvious.
We're going to lose our country if we don't.
It's obvious he's not for the people who are doing the Muslim thing and trying to oppose what they're saying.
Years ago, I was standing out on Bourbon Street preaching, and a lawyer from the Vatican came up to me and suggested we started killing Muslims. And I said, no, we're Christians, we can't do that. And he told me it was because Europe was already lost. That was 10 years ago. He said Europe was already lost. So if Europe's already lost, America's not far behind. We don't have 10 years. We got to get on it now. And I'm not talking about using violence like he suggested. I'm saying we need to use our words. We need to use our votes. We need to stand up and speak up against Islam.
Your sign right here says American Islamification. Are you here? Do you live here in Texas?
Yes, sir.
And how have you seen the rise of Islam here in Texas? For decades.
The thing is, I don't know. I think Kamala is definitely not anti-Islam. I don't know. Donald Trump might be. I don't know. Probably not to this extent that they are.
But you can see how many
maybe he is. He won't do it publicly. He might be against Muslims enough to deport the illegal Muslims. Though.
Going overseas to make sure that this didn't happen, and now we see it right here. We don't have to wait until Texas becomes Dearborn, Michigan. We can do this right here and make sure that we are a hurdle. We put this Sharia law to a stop. We're not for it. We're not going to stand for it. We're not going to be bullied. Well, we know that if you follow the Bible closer, you become a more kind, gentler person. You become a better person. Now, sure, we all can backslide and fall short of the glory of God, but the closer you follow the Bible, the better of a person you're going to be. Now, the closer you follow Islam,
You know, this
the more
is.
violent you are required to be. The more
I don't agree. The better you are, the more Christian you are, the better you are.
You guys
Makes
go to the
no
mosque. What do you
sense.
think about this protest today?
I disagree.
It's very sad and disappointing to see. But I mean, I really have nothing to say about
You
it.
know, if he really thinks that, I bet Saul would be good
Growing
with
here in
that.
Texas. Why do you think Islam is growing here so much?
Because he knows how to counter people who are Christian or Muslims and don't like Israel. According to the
Why does he believe Islam is growing so much
scripture.
here in Texas?
Because we are loving people. We love you. We don't judge you because of the color of your skin or color of your eyes. We don't judge you because of your belief. You treat me good, I treat you good. That's it.
And what do you think about them coming out here with like the pigs and everything like that? Do you think that's...
They can come up with the pigs. They can burn the Quran. There are more than 300 million Muslims in America or in the world. They know Quran letter to letter, word to word in their hearts. Okay? He is expressing his First Amendment right, freedom of expression, that's fine. But that
It's true. I think it does fall under that. I disagree with
How many
him
people
still,
he
but
gathered?
it
10 people,
does
15
fall under
people.
that.
That's people from Epic on the other side. That's where he gathered the people, and that's majority media.
Damn, I'm already tired
That's
of
majority
this.
media. Okay? There's no place for people who spread hate in America. I've been in America for 30 years, mister. Okay, I see loving people, caring people, people they feed, people they help. You know? Otherwise, if they were hating people, there was nobody would be here. Americans are loving people. That's why America is great. America was great. America is great. And he is exposing himself. He's a paid agent who's getting paid to put up a show. He's spreading hate. Is he believing in Jesus?
Yeah,
Jesus
he
tells us
wouldn't
to
get paid to
love your neighbors,
put up a
love
show.
people. That's why I'm a more Christian than him.
What do you think about the Islamification or what people are saying is Islamification of
I
Texas
think
here?
that they're paid agitators to distract, just like Antifa was used on the left, to create chaos and division in America so we don't focus on the real problems like Epstein. Like the
They might be. The thing is, I think they don't even need to get paid to do this. But they might also be paid.
My family
That's just a bonus.
2 tours during the Battle of Fallujah. I was underneath the World Trade Center the day it was hit. I am a Caucasian, white, proud Muslim American.
Caucasian, white, proud Muslim. Very long
What I
sequence.
want Americans to know is that Muslims and Christians both believe Jesus Christ is the Messiah.
Yeah, we're definitely
Believe
better. We
he's gonna
have to win
return. I,
this.
as a Muslim, want Christians to return to their faith and live by the Bible and ban adult entertainment and only and all these disgusting things. I would love to see America be a Christian nation, but it wasn't founded as one. It was founded as a secular nation.
The march has began, you have all the people marching over there, and then you have all the Muslims that stayed back right here, as this is their mosque right behind me. And right now there's no clash between Christians and Muslims. It's just
That's interesting. He said
Man, you have a pig on top
he's saying
of a stick right now.
Mistake.
What made you bring a pig out here today?
I just want to stay safe, and I know that we'll get close to hogs.
And what do you think about the Islamification?
I don't know what that
It's
was.
really sad, and if I can fight,
Like,
if I can
what
fight
that
a gun
attempt
or whatever
was.
to fight to keep Texas free from
I
Muslims.
hit it super slow. Maybe he wasn't noticing.
For my state.
And what fears you
Oh
most
yeah,
about
no, he
Muslims?
just screwed up.
The fact that we lose our women will lose their freedoms, and our children will not be able to do what we like to do. And
She sounds like she's an ex-Muslim. She
I've
probably
talked to some
isn't.
Muslims over there. They seem like pretty nice people. Have you ever talked to
Well,
Muslims?
even the devil was very nice. So even the devil can be nice, and so you can talk to a lot of people, but deep down, you know, look at the people that came down. from
Damn, even the devil can be nice. That's a good sentence. Like, I don't care about Christianity or even Judaism that much, but even the devil can be nice is a very cool sentence. I love hearing that.
This is the butt right now.
And how have you seen the rise of
Oh,
Islam?
so apparently it's a guy on the art
More
team.
It's
mosques?
because we have very poor leadership.
Well, I can't do everything.
And,
Yeah, they can
the
also.
other way. I mean, look at what happened this last year. They got millions of dollars and honoring all of these Muslims and different Muslim communities. Not necessarily the different Muslim groups. I mean, Muslim groups. And I think that many Texans are naive. They don't even. Just down the street, there was a young kid that came out to see what I was doing, and he didn't know this was going on. He didn't even know anything about Epic City.
What is Epic City here? This is a big controversy. It wasn't been in the news a few months back. Now it's going back in the news. Epic
Well,
City.
Epic City is a community where it's for Muslims only. No
Yeah,
one
that's
else,
crazy.
non-Muslims cannot.
What is that?
Here, it's not really open for any non-Muslims, and I have a problem with that because this is a free country. You should be able to settle anywhere.
He
you want
helped
to.
to go
They're
in.
not very accepting.
That's
They
so
don't come here
annoying.
to assimilate.
I think we can still win.
To assimilate to
Even in a
and we
3D
wanna do
form.
that. And you know what? Anytime a Christian speaks up, oh, they're Islamophobic. You know what? They're Christianophobic. Nobody, the media, nobody mentions that they're Christianophobic. And it goes both ways.
And really quick, I want to tell you guys about the memberships I offer here on this channel. They're $5 a month. You get extended cuts to videos, or you may get them even early, and you get extra live
That's
streams
fine.
every single month. It is $5.
I don't agree that I don't think Islamophobic is a real word, so I don't think
On the move, so you can go ahead and click the
Christianophobic
link
is a
down
real
below,
word
or the
either.
comment down below, and it will
to
help
be honest.
fund me directly as I go all across the world. And now let's get back into the video.
The march began. I stayed back to speak with some of the Muslims, and this is what happened. I was instantly kicked off the property of their mosque.
What do you mean am I allowed to be here? Of course I'm allowed to be here.
No, you're not. Are you Muslim?
No.
It's property for the mosque. It's not for you.
Bro, I was confused
So,
there.
like, they can kick me off the mosque. Yeah, no, I understand, but I'm just wondering why. All right, I got you. All right, you guys just got kicked off of the mosque property, I guess. Yeah, I just got moved off, and they told me I had to come on this side of the sidewalk.
Very simple. Just on the other side of that yellow tape.
Yeah, it's hard to do it with three players. But I think it's very possible. Like there, we almost scored it. Just, I think one more step and that probably would have been it. But my step was the hardest part.
I stood for 4 years and 6 days without ever turning on President Trump. They offered me to go home. That second impeachment hearing, they said if I was willing to testify against President Trump and simply say he made me do it, then I'd be able to go home. I never turned on President Trump. I never turned on my country. I never cooperated. I never even had a trial. And so to suffer what I've suffered for patriotism, for our country, for our freedom of speech here, and to be told by random podcasters that I'm anything but genuine, they have no idea what it's like to really be a man and have integrity and stand for something, even willing to die for it. So these people here, they want to try to drag down our movement by...
Bro, they're willing to die for their cause by jihadism. What are you talking about, willing to die? Muslims are willing to die for jihadists, so it's even worse what they're willing to die for. Like, even crazier, I mean, but worse at the same time.
Are being they're subversively Jewish. It's ridiculous, and this is what Christians need to do all across America. We cannot show weakness anywhere. They showed weakness in Dearborn, and look what happened, completely conquered.
The thing is, I don't really think doesn't matter if it's a Christian nation or not.
Like they've been conquered in Dearborn.
Doesn't matter.
Unless we have leadership, real men, to stand up in this country, Nick, we
I
will
think
see
maybe some of the things in the Old Testament got our morality straight, but
children and Christian children have a future in America.
Jake then
the thing is, I don't really think it matters.
up to the march.
I think we all know the morals. It doesn't need to be a Christian country to do that.
And our country will be saved by strong Christian men who are willing to stand in the face of Islam and man. Here's your kryptonite, Muslims. Here's your kryptonite. We were trying to deceive, for us to see back the way we came from, with pigs in our hands. And Jesus,
I was second, apparently. I don't know. I felt like I did pretty bad there.
great American men, you Muslims need to go home before we send you packing. I suggest you leave now before the Crusades really start.
What? Okay, that's crazy. There, you know what? It makes sense that it's crazy.
We're just not allowed to eat them due to health reasons.
I bet there are even people more extreme than him in that
They're
protest.
just not maggots. It's health reasons. It's not. Other than that, we don't. Pigs aren't. They're not fucking like.
Everyone's chanting USA right now. And what's it mean for you guys to be Muslim Americans?
Muslim Americans, it's everything. We come here for a better life, and we want to make a better life now over there, right? We go back and forth and visit. I don't understand what the problem is when people come from.
I can see that's fine, but you have to be a legal citizen. You don't just come here for no reason.
They immigrate for a better life.
Like, for a reason, but you don't come here
That's all it is.
without any, just randomly and live here. You can't just do that.
To become high and decent human beings.
I think that's a bit left.
I don't understand what the issue
A
is.
bit too
What made
left.
you want to come out with the Palestinian flag out here today?
I'm Palestinian, brother. I was there 2 months ago.
Wait, you're Palestinian first or American?
I was born in America.
Somebody asked you, who are you? You said
I'm
American.
Palestinian American. I'm Palestinian and American. There's no correlation, there's no difference.
Go back to Nazi Germany. How about that? How about that? How about that? Now you have people saying, tell the white guy to go back to Nazi Germany. He's calling for them to be deported. Hey, you're supposed to you gotta show off your weapon. Oh, I got you.
We're right here, brother. I'm right here.
You're holding a
The
hand
thing
up
is,
big.
Christians don't. I guess they're extremists, so I don't think it matters. They'll always be extreme. But like, the thing is, Jews aren't really that radical. I get the Muslim part, but I don't know why they hate Jews.
Their Muslim-only town. They want to expand it into a Muslim-only city and try to take over big parts of Texas. I'm not okay with that.
The thing is, they're not saying Jews are expanding. It's Jews are, I think, expanding even more. But I'm glad they're doing it to Muslims and not. I would feel the opposite if I was Muslim, but like.
It's not true. There's a reason
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's good that they're not saying that Jews are expanding their position in the US. But I think that Jews are more relatively quick. I think the Muslims might be more exponential, but like Jews are doing it quicker. I heard like the US is only 1% Muslim, which makes sense, like 6 times less than UK. Maybe close enough.
It is part of a coordinated purge. One that started the day
Close
before
enough.
a Brown University targeting a Jewish professor's classroom. The next day, Bondi Beach. The same day, 20 shots
I need to
fired
see
into a
that again.
California home with Hanukkah displays on the outside. And today, a Jewish MIT professor was
That's
murdered.
good now.
And do you know how this
You might not know if he's Jewish, to be honest. You might have thought.
By invitation of the social justice warriors who spent the past 2 years telling us that jihad
Yes.
the people who had no business being in the Middle East, going to every microphone, every platform, every podcast to insist that jihad just meant struggle. As if they
The thing is, they're gonna do it. Maybe I'll be surprised if it's mostly for Jews, but currently it is. So currently it's mostly to Jews, but the thing is, they're gonna do it not only to Jews. They're doing it for Muslims, for Christians, and as well.
to believe that standing with the oppressed
Well,
meant standing with jihadists. The oppressors.
I mean, they technically were oppressed by Hamas, and they still technically are if we're going because of that. Because like, the thing is, Israel attacked, but it's not because of Hamas.
Statistically, there's nobody they target more than Muslims. That is who they told us was the oppressed. And you know what that did? That quietly gave permission to radicals all around us to commit terrorism and say,
Well,
but you said it was okay. You said
well, at least all of those were in.
cry of the oppressed. You asked us to globalize the Intifada, and so
You
we globalized.
You off. Oh, I saw this.
Yep.
Is this the justice?
Oh, it's a short clip of that.
It is.
Terrorist attacks at Bondi Beach, murder
Bondi.
professors,
Oh, it's Bondi Beach now. Oh, it's Bondi.
justice. Then why are people running away from it rather than towards it?
Bottom 41, bottom 40. The percentiles haven't even
It
changed.
means the same thing in every world, in every continent. And there is no such thing as justice that requires betraying humanity to achieve it.
Right.
It does in pro-Palestinian justice. And you know what, Elika? I agree with you, but the concept of why they don't run to the bullets,
You have something wrong with that.
to the mass shooting, because this is globalizing the Intifada. This was the Intifada. The Intifada and what happened at Bondi Beach are one and the same. Yes, the Intifada event that happens 100% what happened what my parents grew up with. Why?
It's not one and the same.
Elika brings up
It's the same reasoning, same logic, but it's not as bad.
Everybody wants to call for it, but nobody wants to.
It's the same thing though, it's just like amplified on a
Or
closer.
to face what an Intifada actually is. You just want to say it.
I don't know, I think he's not doing us good by saying it's the same thing. That's actually, now that I think of it, it's pretty bad. It's
About an Alibaba, you fucking retard. Ladies and gentlemen, the world is going to shit. And I'm going to be here to cover it the whole way down.
So I did see this. This was amazing to see. Nina Lynn gone. Bye-bye. See you never. Nina Lynn has been indefinitely banned on Twitch. Context. Sexually assaulted the same guy 3 times on stream.
That's embarrassing for him as a guy. Why was he a bitch?
Sexually assaulted a second guy on stream. You have people that are stealing on stream. They're violent. At that point...
Oh yeah, actually I saw that.
Saying the N-word.
That weird motherfucker that lives in the basement of his mom's house that be chatting about me all damn day long. You obsessed with me. I think you in love with me. I genuinely think you get no pussy and you in love with me, bro.
So Nina Lynn claims that she was not permanently banned, and so this is her on.
Well, to be honest, if I had no pussy, I wouldn't want it. I think it's something with her voice, but the personality is really the main thing.
Comment to explain to people how this works. Her channel shows a ban message here, and the message says this channel is currently unavailable. This is the message associated with indefinite bans. Otherwise, it will say temporarily, other than currently. Is that true? Is currently unavailable. Is there anybody that's on a suspension? Rakai. Yep. And so if you look at this right here, it says this channel is temporarily unavailable due to a violation. And then Nina, it says this channel is currently unavailable. Dr. Disrespect, okay, is currently unavailable. Destiny, currently unavailable. Her ban could technically still be reversed if it requires a specific action on Twitch's part. Well, what this means is that if Twitch ever unbans her, they are okay with sexual assault on their stream. And theft. I mean, the theft isn't even in the same universe of problematic as sexual assault is. I'm so happy she's permabanned. And
yeah, I agree with that.
It says currently unavailable. It is the same message as Dr. Disrespect.
Oh, I don't know why I did brownie there.
The idea that
Whatever. I did a lot of flat training as well, and it's the less important part.
She's not cooked, but she is absolutely 100% cooked. So that's it.
People wonder why I'm so mad about the gamblification of everything, and it's because we're
Damn, that's the pretty bad way to go. What is this guy doing?
We've already sucked up all your attention. We've got you addicted to your screens. And now, this is our last chance to steal your chance of a successful financial future by embedding
He's like kind of implying that the internet was not that good.
We are now parasitically sucking the life out of you.
It's like people. Okay, I don't think he's talking about it, but everyone's been glued to their ears to their screens for years. I don't think it matters.
Of course they are, but why then are our regulators so confused? Why then is this such a big dialogue? And I realized it's not too dissimilar from the Galaxy gas epidemic we talked about a while ago. That's when they basically sold nitrous oxide.
I actually hit it. It just didn't do anything.
In fact, the company
pretty much
maintained the illusion that they were actually to make, citrus nitro margaritas. When in actuality, people were using it to get high. But the company had to maintain the illusion that, they had this high-minded use for it.
I don't get what he's saying.
And that's really the same thing you see
I really don't
market
understand.
companies. They have to say, hey, we're actually an oracle for truth. We're not just gambling, even though they keep following the playbook of the casinos, and the casinos are the ones competing with them. So recently, Kalshi announced something called...
I'm sure there are people that don't like this and like...
higher payout. Now, if you don't know, this is one of the most popular things in sports betting. It's called a parlay. They just rebranded it, and they now call it trading instead of gambling, combos instead of parlay. And they have to maintain this illusion that this is about somehow hedging future risk or something.
Yeah, I think the thing is it's gonna be hard to maintain.
Which is to, of course, gamble more. And my problem is that now we are injecting...
either people won't care about it, or it's either or. Or there's there's a slight chance though. There's a slight chance that gambling will still happen, even if people care about it. But the thing is, also a lot of people don't care about it. And yeah, that's a lot of people don't really care about it. That's the sad.
About the insanity of this. So if you don't know, Coinbase and Robinhood are what's now called these financial super apps, where they do more than just one thing. It used to
That's a nice thing.
Crypto. Now they're going to do stocks, they're doing prediction market, they're doing everything. But importantly, the prediction markets.
Stocks and coin and crypto is good. I don't get the other parts. Also while I don't know, Robinhood cryptos are not scams.
To manage your entire financial life. So to that end, we've been building across.
Yeah, Robinhood crypto isn't scams at least.
Okay, you see that. The most trusted place to manage your entire financial life. That's what their aspiration is. You're going to manage your entire finances. Then why then are you offering something that you know
that's true.
will make someone's
It won't be the
financial
most trusted
It's
option.
like saying, hey, I want to be the health super app, right? So I'm not just going to offer, you know, x-rays if you break your arm. I'm going to offer you carrot juice if you need vitamin A. But then you say, I'm also going to offer junk food and Oxycontin out of the back office. And it's like, whoa, what? Those three things are not equally compatible, right? One of them you know for sure is going to make someone's life meaningfully worse in health terms. And yet, that's what these
It's not exactly, but it's similar. I don't see everything, but I don't see like what he's saying exactly.
Zero-sum, in fact, negative-sum games when you account for fees. Now, what am I talking about here? Well, I just want to explain this to you because something I've seen a lot of is the idea that, well, maybe
Sadly, I think they just want to profit. Well, the thing is, even taking legal action against them, like, good for you. I do Robinhood, but I don't care about this. I mean, I kind of care, but I'm not gonna use that aspect. And also, if they get sued, like, who cares? They have so much money. It's like this glitch where they have so much money, so it doesn't matter.
The other, we're going to take a little fee, we're going to take a slice of your
And it's crazy because now people have that amount of money.
50% odds. Think of these like a prediction market.
People now have that exact amount of money
Something where more often
in like, or even more,
this is like
in just like
investing in the world
individuals.
not selling, right? It may go up.
Or actually, I don't know if more, but around the same.
More things than we used to. So on average, you're going to be expecting.
Elon Musk might have more than
I want you to notice that
the
it
net
doesn't
worth
look
of
the
it.
same every time. You know, there's different outcomes here as we, you know, make bets. Like yes, sometimes you survive longer as the sport's better.
Nice. I was not gonna say that.
But overall, you always drive to zero in a long enough time frame. You're always going to end up
Yeah,
with
I
a
shouldn't have
zero
double jumped.
balance if you play the negative sum game long enough. And that's my fundamental problem with these prediction
Okay, I'm
markets.
double.
On average, you are going to lose. Their traders are going to lose because, of course, someone has to take a fee for this, and it's PvP otherwise. So they know it's a negative sum game. And yet, they are not just offering it.
That was a good shot. Wait, I scored? Okay. That's confusing.
And you can let me know at home, does this sound like trading to you?
You know, I think they're going to score a lot of points this game.
Oh,
I'm like the over, but that shows 40.
You know what? That's the worst own goal I've seen. I don't know how I'll do that bad of an own goal.
All right. Why
But
don't we have
that's good.
more leg? Who do you think will score a touchdown?
You know, I know we traded Williams earlier, but
Gold.
I think Luke is going to get the end zone at that game. So why don't we
Yeah, okay. Oh, I'm Division 3. Let's go.
Okay, you get the point. It's a demo for sports betting. But within your brokerage
Finally.
account, is that not crazy to anyone else? Is it not weird that we're just calling it trading so that we can get more money for the companies? And that's really where my hatred of these companies and what they're doing comes from, is they're saying it's all under
You
the
know
guise
what?
of
Apparently this guy's popular.
to do everything. But that part of that everything is like gambling.
Like,
Your bank has become your
probably
wallet.
not that popular. But like, even my friends know about it. Like, my friend kind of borrowed something that he said.
People don't seem to want to call out just how insane this is. It's
Otherwise, I don't know how he would know this gambling drama.
It's like every tech CEO has seemed to have gotten the mind virus at the same time. Like, here's the Roblox CEO considering whether it's a good idea to actually let kids
That might
use
be
prediction markets.
a little.
Would you ever put a prediction market inside Roblox, like let kids bet with their Roblox and
You know what? At least,
I bet he's
as
gonna
bad of
score
a person he is, at least he's honest.
Yeah.
I think we would have to do that
Once again, I'll share some of the complexity. Every single country in the world has different legislation around substances and kid gambling. And so we would have to be, it sounds very fun and obvious. Like, I love
To be clear, I think this is a horrible idea. I was just interested if you were thinking about it.
Well, I actually think it's a brilliant idea if it can be done in an...
Okay, I like that he's being honest, you know what?
Imagine a no,
You know what?
no free Robux.
At
no
least
free
he's an
prizes,
honest
just
person.
a game called the Dress to Impress Predictor.
I like that he's being honest. He probably is honest that he doesn't care about pedophiles though. And you know, whether you're honest about that or not, and you think it, I don't care, you should, that's still bad. Either way, that's terrible.
I mean, it's just crazy to watch. And you can actually see that that's most of the advertising around this space. You know, if you want to know what a company or an industry's actually
Oh, that's
about, don't
pretty
look at what they
nice.
say, the high-minded, you know,
For the Apex, not for the... It landed pretty low, almost at the ground.
how do we get around the existing laws?
Wait, how did you win money? Isn't it illegal to bet on sports in Georgia? And that's the thing, it's not gambling. She's a federally regulated exchange where you can trade on real-world events, like the NFL.
So yeah, in their press stuff, call sheets like, yeah, we're not gambling at all. But in their ads, they say, hey, sick of being not allowed to gamble? Go ahead and jump onto our federally regulated websites. Here's another one where they explicitly lay it out.
Maybe that's...
It's legal now.
Yeah, I'll allow it. It's probably way too low though. I'm almost sure.
The headline is Call She is the only app in the U.S. where making money from football is legal across 50
Maybe
states.
it's
But of course, it's not sports betting, guys. It's not. We're trading the future. And then the last thing I'm going to do
Maybe
is
that's a good enough
ad, which
option.
has to be the worst of all of the ones that I saw. I will just
Definitely
note
bad.
that I'm not sure
Also,
whether
I
this
wasn't
is
prepared
their
for
ad
that
or
one.
third party. When you look at the Meta Ad Transparency Center, it seems to be coming from the official Instagram. But, you know, maybe this is a third party. I don't know. I only hedge that because the ad is so...
Bro, he's so protective of
basically
them.
about how to market manipulate a bet in order to profit money. It's about lying.
Is he gonna say either way it's pretty
It
bad?
seems to be an obvious joke, but also it's an ad running for their company.
Oh damn,
It's wild.
wait, 5 out of 12 is pretty
Ways to
good.
make money, part 25. First, you're going to take the bus
That's
to
close
New York
enough.
City. Once there, you will walk to
Not the
the
best,
game's
but it's
headquarters,
close enough.
go up to the lady at the front desk
Okay, yeah.
and ask if there
That was a
are
good
options.
opportunity, but it
The website
didn't work.
shows all of the available positions they're looking for. At the bottom of this list, you will find the job description for janitor. You will line your resume and drop off a hand-printed resume at the front desk the next day. And in a couple of hours, you'll get a call from Rockstar Games congratulating you on getting hired. You'll show up to your first shift as a janitor, and the day will go on as normal. You'll
Well, now it's good because I get a 10-minute practice if I
7 p.m.
leave.
comes around, things get serious.
Bottom
As
41%.
leave the office,
I don't even think it is, but we're competing with bottom 46. Yeah, it might not be. It's definitely not the same rating, but it could be the actual percentile.
Not enough to where people notice, but just enough to mess up the game when the beta testers come around. These poor coders will spend months trying to determine why their game isn't working correctly, and they will be forced to push back the release date of GTA 6. And that means if you invested just $100,000 into this, you could walk away with $300,000. Work smarter, not harder.
You know what? Gambling is not a big deal because I think this is...
Okay.
For a lot of people it is, but I think it's natural selection. We're back with the natural selection here. I think it's a good thing.
And harass different streamers.
Pretty dumb. Maybe I'll go into gambling. I just won't be addicted. That's like the worst thing to do. And also, I don't really think I'm gonna gamble either.
Reviews are being harassed for playing new Hogwarts Legacy game to the point where his girlfriend starts crying.
I'm almost like thinking of just like either going offline.
Okay, that's a better shot. Whoa, that's pretty good.
The conversation is just like
Nice.
bothering me.
Why is this so high, so much higher level than what I'm used to playing? right on the edge, and then even that play is pretty good. I don't know.
It's funny because people are scared of playing Hogwarts. Well, of course they were. I don't really blame them for this. The only type of person that I hate is a person who says that they don't want to be involved with it, but they always wait for the consensus opinion in order to repeat it to get attention and validation from
Oh, they're not that bad though.
I don't want to name names, right?
Well, I do actually want to name names.
Do you think people will get mad at you for playing the Hogwarts game? Yeah, I might actually end up not playing it because these things are fucking popping off. I was thinking of buying it. I feel like people will be very upset. I did. I wanted to play it. I was excited for it. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. It looks kind of cool. Truly feel like the backlash that will come of this is just not worth it because, goddamn, trans posters can be very, very, very unhinged. God forbid, you don't want them coming.
How did you deal with it when you streamed the game? How did I deal with it? Guys, I gotta be honest. I didn't even notice it.
Perhaps you belong in Hufflepuff.
Oh, no.
Mr. Beast is the largest YouTuber on the platform and the second most followed person in the entire world. Now, while many people are aware of his main business lines, like his YouTube channel where he makes these crazy videos, or his Feastables brand, which is literally making a chocolate that's competing with Hershey's. But did you know that he has a theme park in Saudi Arabia as well that is looking to compete with the likes of Disney? That's right, it is called Beastland, and I traveled all the way to the Middle East so I can check it out, because this place is only going to be up for about 4 days, and we only have a couple more days to check it out. So I figured I'd try
We need to like give him credit to for him to visit Saudi Arabia.
We have a lot to get to, so without further ado, grab your popcorn and let's do this.
There are crazy Mr. Beast fans.
This is the 45-day pop-up theme park made by Mr. Beast.
It's a good thing for Westerners.
Exclusive access to film inside of here because you're not allowed to film with any commercial equipment.
I wouldn't think they'd allow Beastland, but they do.
To the games and just see what this whole thing's all about. So they have some.
And it's like a children's thing, so it's not alcohol.
To enter the park, even has like the teeth and stuff. Now the one thing about
Americans might think
parks, it has a gamification aspect to it.
I'm not gonna say sorry, that was kind of my fault, but who would have predicted that? Like, oh, that's also his fault. Very easy to say that.
Now, if you want to access Beastland, they have a website here called RiyadhSeason.com where you can basically get your tickets, and it says, "Welcome to Beastland, the ultimate Mr. Beast experience. It's a first-of-its-kind destination inspired by the world-famous challenges of..."
I had to take it, I don't know, it was a shot, and I had to go even though he's going, because like, I don't know, I don't trust him. Maybe I should, but it's a 4v4, so it matters less.
Desert in Riyadh, and right off the bat, you could see like a ton of different games and different areas.
It's in the desert?
So we're gonna start in this Beastland area.
Well,
Here's
it
the
makes
entire
sense.
Beastland map, so just you can sort of see the scale and the
Isn't
size.
Saudi Arabia a lot of
Let's head inside. So I think these are like all of the Mr. Beast lab toys that you'll see in stores. So he has these like action figures on the outside, on this side as well. So everything's going to be Mr. Beast themed. I'm even sure there's like a Feastables, like a Beast Burger in here.
I should have just like stayed there and jumped.
Starting off basic with just some classic like arcade theme park games you'd expect. Alright, first game
Come on,
For this game, you have 2 balls. You have to knock off all of them.
Really? What is that kickoff? Yeah, good. Exactly what I would have done if I was in that situation.
Let's go. That's one? Oh, this is small now. I got like... So I didn't win there, but the prizes you can win all look to be Mr. Beast color themes. So after those 4 games that you just saw, there's a mini roller coaster right here.
You know what? I didn't even watch Mr. Beast. Maybe like one video, but I don't really know a lot about his theme.
And see what this is. They even have one of these like
I even watched, not really Mr. Beast, I watched Mr. Beast 2.
I am not doing that.
Which isn't Mr. It's like kids content, but it's not the same channel. It's not like the one you're all aware of, probably.
Alright, so I got 30 seconds to get rid of all these balls one by one, and then I will click this, and I get 1,000 points if I win this. Okay, here we go. Oh, I think I'll be fine.
I think that was going in, but
gotta win this.
went in anyway.
We're chilling. Easy. So that's the first Mr. Beast challenge at Beastland. Success. Next game. Alright, so I need to get 3 of these balls into there by bouncing it. Here we go.
Yeah, I almost got it. I would have hit it, but he got it earlier, so the positioning didn't look right, but it's true, I would have probably hit it
After this next
anyways
game, I have to switch
if
the
he
balls
didn't
back
hit it.
and forth with one hand over the course of 30 seconds, alternating between red and blue.
No.
You got slaves in Saudi Arabia. I feel like there's gonna be this like slave case. I don't know, where he's gonna be like, I don't know, they're gonna do anything about Mr. Beast. I think he's trying to do cheap labor for everything. They're probably gonna say something about that in the end, and there's gonna be a controversy. Damn. Even lower. You know what? I still want to win, like, no matter what I want to win.
Pendulum to knock off the tube, but you have to avoid this one. And you have to go in order from back to front.
Alright. Okay. Oh, okay. I see it.
Free as well from Callum.
Moving on to the hardest game yet.
Free as well.
Now it's time for the last and hardest game, and there are a bunch of papers that are basically blown around, and I have to collect 3 of the blue tickets in 30 seconds to win. But I can only use my hands, and they said that I have to keep moving, so I, for instance, am unable to just pin them against the tube. Again, they reiterated this game was impossible to beat, and it would take me like
You know,
10 to 12
preaching
times to get this
love is pretty annoying. Like, it sounds good, and it is good, but the Christian way of doing it is so dumb. It, like, makes you not want to listen. Makes you want to, like, leave, go as far away as you want, as you can from the guy preaching. But preaching love, I think, is fine. It's just so annoying. I don't know. I saw this video of this guy that's super annoying. I might still get at least one video of him.
The games were relatively simple. I think they're meant for people.
Because I used to like wait a couple of seconds when I saw his content. But it's pretty bad. And I might have seen like a couple of long form videos, maybe only one, or maybe I haven't actually, but I don't know, I'm not gonna click on him again.
Points, and it just like holds the value. So at the end, when they tally up who the winner is, you basically know who has the most points.
I don't think it's Bodil. Yeah, no, it's not. Bodil is good.
Ceremony, as you can see, and then behind
Oh, that might have been his good.
bunch of the food spots here that I want to check out.
Bodil is underrated. He was at like less than 100,000.
What kind of food can you expect to
The
get
thing
in
is,
this land? Well, they have the following. They have archery,
I don't know.
prime cut
It's kind of, everyone's technically underrated because in the future they're gonna have more stuff. Basically everyone. Everyone's like that. Maybe Nas Daily reached his peak. He's doing another attempt. He hasn't. He's short-term content that might go off the top. I don't know. He had a lot though at his peak. He did, he is way lower than his peak now. I don't know if it's, I don't know if he can go back to his peak. It's pretty hard. I'm guessing. I don't know.
Alright, so as I was...
Yeah, I got that good. I'm gonna try to get as many as I can. But I have to number 2. So number 2, then I have to score as many as I can, and then the first one I failed, and after that I'm gonna go to do a game. Oh wait, but yeah, no, I'm gonna do it. Okay. It's good.
Booked the hotel for my
I
stay
was
here.
just
wanted to show you
thinking
something
about
that's
this.
absolutely crazy because it saved me
I
thousands of
think,
dollars over the course of my recent bookings. So depending on where you are in the world, websites like Booking.com will give you different prices. So to access this, you need a VPN, which
Oh yeah, I remember now.
private network, which helps
Okay.
keep your online activity
But
and
instead I am
information private and secure.
trying.
And I use Surfshark to
I
sponsor this video.
think.
But let me show you some cool things. Now what's cool about Surfshark VPN is you can also access and unblock streaming services.
Oh
if there's
shit,
something
I
you wanna
forgot
watch
what
that's
I was
available in
gonna
the country. This is
It's
actually
literally.
my favorite feature because you unlock so many shows. You can also stay safe while you're on public Wi-Fi, whether you're traveling or just at your local cafe, because Surfshark encrypts your online.
Oh
data,
yeah,
which is, of
10x
course,
is like
necessary
a
to stay safe. And this is
people.
great because
Everyone's saying you can do a 10x in a crypto.
secures everything from your webcam to your files. It's basically
What?
24/7 security for your
Top
online data, so you can just set it
48%.
and forget it.
Okay.
I really recommend Surfshark.
I
Overall,
guess.
I think it's really important to use a VPN.
Bottom
and they even have a
46 and
30-day
bottom
money
40.
back guarantee. So go
Well,
to
that's
surfshark.com/sandwich,
well, that
or
makes
use code
sense
sandwich
actually.
at checkout to get 4 extra
But
months
no.
of Surfshark VPN. Thank you again to Surfshark for sponsoring this video. Now let's go ahead and explore more of Beastland.
Alright, now let's head into the Beast Arena. Now, apparently this is the
Oh, no.
largest prize
Wait,
pool in history, and Guinness is perhaps going to be giving them a world record for this. We're coming up on it right now. That is a
I think I'm gold down.
Unfortunately, I don't have any points at the moment because I forgot to
Gold.
register properly. But if you do have any points, kind of like a Dave and Buster style, you're able
That's
to just
actually
like, exchange
pretty.
your points
What?
for some of these prizes. You'll see up there, you get some like pretty crazy.
That's probably the hardest gold one.
You get your classic,
I think
like,
that's
bags.
miscalculated.
Apparently, some
but
people have been coming every single day since it opened 20 days ago.
We're probably gonna win. Actually, no, it's not that low.
Redeeming some of the mystery box
It's
prizes.
still we're probably gonna win,
Around
but
this
it's
Beast Arena
not.
area, and I'm going to show you the different games you
Not
can
a
play to ultimately earn
100%.
points. So you just saw Mystery Box, which is technically not in Beast Arena, but now we're here. So the first thing is like some gaming Beast Arena game called Revolution, and I think a lot of these games at Beast Arena are based off of other Mr. Beast challenges. So stuff that you'll see in these videos actually ended up turning into games in Beast Arena, which is cool. This is like a wipeout, like Fall Guys sort of thing. I think you have to play this against somebody, but you just like survive as these things move. That looks like a lot of fun. I don't think it's running right now though. They have a maze run game back here. Not sure what that entails, but it looks like a pretty popping game. There's a lot of people lining up back there for that. They have a battle bridge here, and again, this one is based off of a challenge that was in a Mr. Beast video. These games are pretty intense. Like, these are games that they're definitely
These people are fun.
Mr. Beast. So it's kind of cool how they all have like these own custom built games that you can accrue points for. It's very thoughtful so far. It feels like most of the things here, it's very deliberate, and it has a nice little like Mr. Beast touch to all of it. So it's very much like his theme park. They have a really large rock wall
Nice.
here called Beast Summit as well, which if you get to the top, I think you get a ton of points. There's so much open
I like
space
how it's
here, too.
Mr.
Maybe just
Beast.
'cause it's in, like, the
Yeah,
middle
he's
of the
actually
desert,
really,
maybe,
he's
but
a really
just
good
because
businessman.
it feels like you have a lot of room to just kind of move around and do
Yeah.
your thing here. So very comfortable. Right now,
Bro,
it's
I
like
don't know.
Sunday night,
I've
so
seen.
it's like one of the slower
I don't
days.
know. I was
If
like
this
telling
place
some.
was packed,
Do you
I think
think Elon Musk is smart with his money? And they're like, no. But that's so dumb. Whether you like him or not, he made it billions of dollars from millions or even less than that. That's a big accomplishment.
My face, which I'm getting right now.
And he became the richest man in the world.
Here in Beast
man.
Arena, it's called Airmail, where you go down a zip line and then you drop
It's still
I think, like, a
impressive.
beanie bag or something.
It's and he is no, it doesn't matter even in this situation if it's impressive or not. Just it just matters he is financially.
One bag right here. I'm about to drop.
He's
Going up.
smart financially. Yeah.
I actually don't think I've ever gone ziplining before. Hello, how are you? Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. I would too. Actually, I think I did zip line.
That's valid.
Yeah, I think he's on a scarier zip line. though.
Alright guys, so as you saw, I thought it was decent, and then I went to ask them how it was. They said it was mediocre, but I got 1,000 points for that. I got it outside the third ring. You know, it's deceivingly difficult. You think that's going to be a lot easier than it is, because you're like trying to survive the zip line and also aiming for a target. But all things considered, really happy with that. Super fun too. You get like a nice quick zip line and 5 minutes to go up and go back. So really happy with that. Let's walk around and see some more.
One thing that's interesting is that the theme park is open basically only at night, so from 4 p.m. to midnight. I think a lot of that has to do with Saudi Arabian culture, with kids just being in school and stuff, so those only come later in the day. That's why you'll see it's dark out when I work, because there's only 1 hour of sunlight
Makes
basically,
no
which you could
sense.
take advantage of Beastland before it turns dark.
They have a game called Blocks over there, and then here's the next game that I will be playing, Tower Siege. I was told this is their best game in all of Beast Arena. Alright, let's do it. So for Tower Siege, you could win up to 5,000 points, and it says you have to use the catapult to aim and launch your balls. So there's a catapult function here. Alright, this might get crazy. I'd say this whole Beast Arena area definitely like makes it unique compared to other theme parks where you typically just have carnival games, rides, and food. This on top of it has all these Mr. Beast challenges, plus like a Dave and Buster arcadey feel to it. So there's a lot of stuff going on here. I'm actually pretty impressed thus far. Let's play Tower Siege now because we have about 30 minutes until this place closes.
Now this next game is sick. It's an enormous catapult where you have to load it, aim the catapult, pressure.
I kind of played into that, even though it's what I thought was best.
Giant tube that you had to get the ball into.
Honestly, they probably don't win.
Okay, now I'm going to adjust
They might
the cannon
actually.
here.
I don't know yet.
That feels good. I'm going to give it some pressure. Maybe around there. Armed. Oh, do I want to get it inside of there? Oh, okay. So that was a weak first one. So I'm going to need more pressure. But otherwise, I think it's looking good. I don't even know if I want to recalibrate it too much. Alright, that looks good. I feel like a pirate. Just like setting up a cannon. And fire. Hey, we got it. Let's go. Is that the best one to get? Yes. 5,000 points. That was the #1 target to hit. Wow. That was a long contraption.
Now, in addition to all the games and challenges obviously present at Beastland, there were a good amount of rides and roller coasters around the perimeter. I think I ended up counting a little over 20. But the one thing about me is that I'm not somebody who's going to go on and temporarily there.
I mean, it is supposed to be, but yeah, maybe 2-player combo is good here.
It's supposed to be like a space mountain at Disney or like a King Dakar at Six Flags Great Adventure. So if Beastland was like a more permanent,
I wonder what the best people in Snow Day look like.
but that's not
The
to say
best
there weren't a lot of roller
players.
coasters and rides, because there certainly was.
If you see somebody dangling upside down, that is real. This is a bungee area where you bungee jump, and apparently for bungee jumping alone, you get 20,000 points, which is like the maximum you can get from any game. You can only do it once a season, notably. But nonetheless, you can go ziplining, play catapulting, and then go bungee jumping in a single day, which is pretty cool. A lot of different food stands. Like here, they have crepes and waffles. Then over there, there's even more food, including a Dunkin' and a Domino's. All right, we're gonna go to shawarma right now and pick up some chicken shawarma. It's interesting that there's a full-on.
At least there's also Saudi Arabia.
Sponsors of this event, because usually you don't see like these mega brands going into theme parks outside of like a Johnny Rockets here and there. So that's pretty cool. But the food court area has a ton of stuff. 20 different food items. We ordered the shawarma, so I'll let you know how that ultimately is. But actually,
There's Lego, a Lego store in Disneyland. I don't know.
Park attractions. You saw earlier.
Or in Disney World?
There's
No,
short roller
Disneyland.
coasters. There's another one right here called the Cocoa Beach.
California
And
is
then these like
Disney
mega
World.
crane things that rock back and forth. These are always a lot of fun. This one's called the Artistico, I think. And then over here we have like the mega Frogger ride that goes up and down. So this isn't your classic like carnival or fair. You just bring in budget rides. There's some big time rides here. Again, like pretty impressed overall, I have to say, with like the amount of stuff and then the attention to detail on some stuff, and then just like the level of customization as well. Even have a Haagen-Dazs truck right here, so if you want to scoop up some ice cream, you can do that as well. This is the Beast store here, so I think it's all Mr. Beast themed items you can purchase. Let's go inside and get some Beast merch.
And I have to
They're
say,
not as good as I
had
thought.
everything consolidated into one place, and even had like all the new Beastables flavors up under the counter.
I'm eyeing this Beastland sweatshirt just to commemorate my time here. This looks like it fits, right? Looks cozy, right? Alright, so just went ahead and purchased a
And as a rich
sweatshirt.
person,
I
I
officially
think
have merch from Beastland. So
Well, the
just
thing
like
is, we're probably rich
days,
enough
and
as
now
well.
something that means that I've been here forever. Even the garbages here are Mr.
Not
Beast
like
flavors
well
that are
off to do that, but we can probably do
interesting
that
touch.
at
And
the
I think the
time.
pink ones are recycling, and then the
That's
blue ones
me,
are
no.
garbage. So just like a very
I'm
interesting,
poor.
like, customized
I'm very
touch
poor.
that goes a pretty long way, and just like ultimately.
I'm not in debt like
So
most
go ahead and eat this
people are.
up and see if the food
Or
tastes
like,
any
no,
good.
I'm actually even lower than most people, 18 to 24.
Attraction here. Oh.
But a lot of people this age are also in debt, so I have to be happy that I'm not in the bottom.
Alright, so we're heading over to the closing ceremony that they apparently do at the end of every day at 11:30. It closes at midnight, and at this place, this is where they announce the winners for the day in terms of who had the most points. We're going to see ultimately who won. Might even be able to get on stage, which would be cool. But we're also passing by some other areas we haven't seen yet, so just more games and stuff, more rides. This whole place is massive. You just walk around, and there's probably like 30 different rides as you saw 40 different carnival games, 20 different restaurants, and then the Beast Arena games as well. This is their largest ride here. I think it's an entirely custom-built roller coaster called the Energizer that has that Mr. Beast blue and like the red color to it. This thing isn't operating.
I don't know if that would have gone in.
I think a lot of the rides are shut down.
So I think it's good that I did it. I'm pretty sure. Alright, well, see you guys. I'm gonna do something. I'll be back. Oh, I was MVP. That's cool. I'll be right back. Even this is over an hour already. That's crazy. Okay, guys, I'm back. Yeah, I was thinking something was off with the wrong
on stage right
pitch.
now, who's part of the Beast team, and he's basically like hyping everyone up and just like doing an outro for the night. Shout out to Maj, thank you for that. So they're currently playing some of the recent Mr. Beast videos on the screen. So right now they're playing like the Pilots video in which they compete for $1 million private jet. And I think they actually brought out some of the pilots to be at Beastland for this. So I think as new videos drop, they bring contestants to
I'm surprised people don't know who's here.
The end ceremony was a lot of fun. They had confetti, music, and people were just there.
Nice.
I even ended up meeting up with Bodge of Mr. Beast team.
Let's go. You have a good time, bro? Yeah, man. I had a blast. I wish I was here longer. Yeah.
We took a couple pictures, and I thanked him again for giving me the shout out on stage.
Well, the thing is, I have to do a 2-minute.
Now imagine if Beastland is ultimately a success for the internal Mr. Beast team. They're probably going to open one up in the Americas. I actually saw an interview in which Mr. Beast alluded to one opening up in the United States sometime in 2026, maybe 2027. I think the logic here is basically testing it out in the Middle East, and if the demand is there, they'll probably end up bringing it somewhere in like Florida or North Carolina. All right, guys.
I don't know why it's go in Saudi Arabia, to be honest. I'm really confused about that.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more content, be sure to click here. Otherwise, subscribe and out, and I'll see you next time.
Oh, that was close. That was crazy fast. Yeah, 110.
Fitzpatrick, Kennedy of Utah, and Mike Lawler from New York.
What
an idiot.
Not too low, too low.
That's too bad. But I'm still excited when the bill passed, and it goes to the Senate next. Thank you so much for your support.
Oh, this is the middle of. That's when
I'm so
I'm.
happy about this, and this is, I think this is.
It's a bit after the beginning.
Let me listen to this.
I get it's hard to understand what it feels like to be trans.
I don't like Marjorie Taylor Greene. She makes a lot of conspiracy.
I get that it's hard to understand this care and understand the need for it. But one of the things that gets so lost in this
Just don't do it to kids. I feel like this is so easy. Just don't do it to kids. The bar's on the floor.
Oh, that's also on the
If you're
floor.
transgender, be transgender all you want, but you can't go and do this to kids.
Conversation
Holy fuck.
is that the transgender adults of today were kids once. I was a kid once. I didn't
I'm
have
actually surprised only 3 Democrats voted
But it's
against.
a fact I have known about myself for my entire life.
I'm sure for some of them that's true, and for some of them it's not true. I bet there are kids that if they could have gotten a tattoo whenever they were 12, whenever they were 50, they wouldn't have regretted the tattoo. But that doesn't mean that you let 12-year-olds get tattoos because some of them wouldn't have regretted it.
Yeah, okay.
You
Said
don't
what
want
I
to
wanted.
let kids make irreversible decisions for the rest of their life.
I don't know if that's good enough. I'll just do it until I know something's not good
This
enough.
is so obvious.
I didn't have the courage to come out
That's
until I
not
was
good
a
enough.
Logic's fucking retarded. It's completely fucking retarded.
Yeah, it's completely retarded. Yeah.
21 years.
So retarded is a good. I don't know. I've started to like that
Went away
one.
when I was able to get the care
Fun.
that I needed.
Yeah.
And my biggest regret in life
Bottom. Let me
is
see.
that I never had a
Yeah, I'll skip
childhood
it.
without that pain.
So, because you had a bad experience as a kid, now every kid has to get those kids have to get transgender surgery operations. That's too bad. That's too bad. Not everything's going to be perfect. We can't let parents and children decide to change their gender when they're 12 years old. This is
Kind of like
crazy.
how they
And
tell
also, there's
kids
plenty of
to
people, by the
choose
way,
a college. Of course, they don't really know. I do, but I know some people don't really know if they're not sure completely.
thing that nobody ever regrets.
Because they can be unsure if they want to.
Going on
I'm
puberty
rating
drugs, getting sex change
297.
operations. So to act like this is some kind of universal reality that every trans person goes through is just disproven instantly by just looking on the internet and reading interviews. That's it.
That's pretty
this
good.
is so
Oh no,
ridiculous.
never mind.
I marvel at the courage of transgender young people today.
See, and you can see
Miss Bad Play, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I did, but it was a streak of 2 bad things that led it to happen.
transgender children.
So I'm not
It sounds fucking disgusting.
gonna be really.
And people know that, and so they're using young people instead of children.
I'm not
or
gonna
instead of
really.
teenagers, or instead
If it's
of
if
kids.
they're gonna
They're using
win,
young people
I mean, if
because
we're
young
gonna win,
people
I'm not
could
gonna
mean
be
19,
surprised.
It could mean 7. It could mean 12. It could mean anything. So you're intentionally
What?
using language to obfuscate a point. And I think that again, this is what I've always said before: is that the moment that a person uses language to hide their intentions, it's because they know they have bad intentions.
Wow, that's crazy. Okay, they're actually pretty good.
And at the very least, they
Or are they
mislead
just
you and
working
make you
well
believe
together?
something that's not true.
Oh no,
They want you to think
they're
that
not
when they
even
say
a
young
co-op.
people,
They're just
they're
working
referring
well
to
together.
18 to 21-year-olds. But the fact is, they're actually talking about 8 to fucking 12-year-olds. They're lying. Yes, they're intentionally trying to mislead you and make you think something.
No, they're pretty good.
It's a lie.
Yeah, they're crazy.
There's a top post on Trans Today talking about how someone tried to groom someone else's kid by calling them female pronouns and applying makeup to someone else's child.
You know, that's not even that crazy,
Like,
to be
I don't
honest,
know
but
why
apparently
everybody
there
has
is.
to be so weird about this. If you want to transition as an adult and go through all of that process, I think most people are willing to play along with that and not really give a fuck.
I would say
Not everybody,
people,
but a lot of people
yeah,
probably don't
I
care
don't
that much
agree
because
with
people
that.
have bigger problems than
But
their
yeah,
life
I
that
agree
they're
with him,
already
it's a
addressing
bigger
60,
problem,
right?
for sure,
Doesn't really make a difference.
for
But
children.
the big problem is that whenever you're trying to put this ideology on kids and you're trying to think about, well, this is the way it was for me. I was like this as a kid, so now I have to make sure that every other kid goes through the same experience. It's in a way selfish.
who are sharing themselves with their
I don't know
friends
how
around
it's
this world,
selfish. I
despite
think it's innocent
the
and
toxicity
naive.
and the hate that too often emanates from the building behind me and from politicians within it.
This is the problem, and this is the reason why I think that the trans community has been losing a lot of support, is because they haven't been able to actively and I think correctly remove people that are trying to, you know, basically gender transition children out of their community and out of their movement. And I think to the extent that you have people inside
Forfeiting now is
LGBT
pretty
movement
weird,
and
to be
inside the
honest.
transgender community that view it as a good thing or something that should happen, that children are transitioned, I think that you will always continue losing support, and all support for trans and also LGBT to a greater extent will be receding. And I think that's already happened, like with gay marriage. Because most of them agree with it. I don't think that a lot, actually, so here's the truth. I think that a lot of trans people live in absolute hell. Imagine, like, so this is a weird thing, but I can empathize with trans people to the best degree that I
This
think
is
a
a
person who's not trans could
4v2. What
empathize
is
with trans
this?
people. I remember when I would break a tooth or something like that, and I looked in the mirror and I smiled.
What is? I think it's one more goal.
And I absolutely
Four
hated myself
is
because
wait, let's
I didn't
actually
look
it's
the
more
way
than
that I imagined
4 is
that I should
120. Yeah,
there was a
it's
dissonance between
basically
the
one
way
more
I saw
goal.
myself and the way that I was, and it really bothered me a tremendous amount. And so when I hear a
Oh no,
trans
it's
person
2 more
talking
because
about
of
the way
the
that they feel,
divided by 2.
I think about the way that I felt that way, and I think to myself, okay, I bet they feel that way about their whole fucking body.
Okay.
They're living in hell.
One more goal and
I
then
don't want
I'll.
to make it any harder for an average everyday trans person. And you can go back 15 years of content that I made.
The thing is, they're pretty good.
Never, ever, even whenever it's
I'm
popular to do,
forfeiting
when it was completely okay. 2010,
right after
was
this.
I going around making trans jokes then? I never was, because I don't have a problem with it. But whenever you're talking about kids and involving children in this, this is a totally different fucking paradigm. And I
Think my dad would
understand,
agree.
yes, this is the way that you felt whenever you were a kid, but has it ever occurred to you that other people had different experiences that were not the same as yours? And that's it. And so do you guys see kind of what I mean about this? Because I see that, like,
Are they
this
not
hate,
forfeiting? That's
no,
pretty
it's
easy.
not. It's
They
common
wanted
sense.
to earlier.
Like, it's not. There's
Confusing,
nothing
actually.
evil about this.
Makes
Nothing
no sense.
transphobic about this. These are children. You should allow children to go through, and also.
And now we're losing 1-7. I'm really. I don't
And then
understand
they
this.
get older and they get more accustomed to it. Like the entire idea, and this is what's so very annoying to me about this, is that I'm sorry, this is a 1-minute video and I'm mauling out about it. But like everybody says, gender is a spectrum. Gender is a spectrum. It's a spectrum. If it's such a spectrum, then why if gender is such a massive spectrum, then why do you treat every kid that's dysphoric about their gender as trans? You could be a tomboy, you could be a femboy, you could be a crossdresser, you could be a drag queen, you could be, you know, just a metrosexual, you know, kind of guy. You could be like Jeffree Star. You could be like James Charles. You could be all these other people on the gender spectrum, but you don't have to necessarily be trans. That's at the very, very edge of the other line. You see what I'm saying? It's so fucking annoying for me to see this. And so, and my point is,
But I'm gonna get
so
my
where it's coming from is that the reason why I think a lot of trans people don't speak out against this is because they don't want to be seen as traitors to their own group. But I bet a lot of them realize what's happening here, and they think it's bad too. I think they do. I'm not saying all of them. I can't speak for all of them, but I know for a fact more of them do than speak out against it. That's a fact. And the problem is that they're afraid to do that because now, when you stand in the middle of the road, you're getting hit by both sides. So you've got people that are calling you a man or a woman, you know, whatever your gender that you transition to.
I don't know. That guy is so like
and calling
I can tell he's like very encouraged to like be annoying. I don't know how to explain the feeling, but like yeah, I hate that he's doing that to us. He's like super dedicated to being annoying and like he's having fun about it. I don't know how to explain that.
That it's fine if you wanna do this and be transgender. Go ahead, live your own life.
The other guy just is, I don't know what
Don't take this ideology and push it onto kids. I think that's the way most normal people believe. Yeah.
The reality is they're pretty good. They would have won either way.
I can't really ever ask people that are trans that agree with this to speak out because I can't even imagine how fucking annoying and frustrating and stressful and awful it must be, right? But man, I wish I had more people that came out and agreed with me on this. And actually, no, said that they agreed with me on this. I think there's plenty of people that agree with me on this, but spoke out against it. Because this type of behavior will be detrimental to all of LGBT. And I think that we're already seeing the effects of that right now. I'm trans and it's not frustrating, and I agree with you. I know, like, there's plenty of people that are like that, but that's actually the way that I feel about trans people as a whole. And that's the difference between what she's discussing and what I'm talking about.
Well, now
and so this
I have to do the same thing, but I'm guessing.
We're talking about children here. This is beyond your social.
Oh, I'm top 40, but then now it's okay. Whatever. That's so annoying. Let me do rank 2v2 then anyway. Okay, but now I get a 10-minute training session. Actually, it works out because I get a 10-minute training session.
It is already hard enough to raise a
10 minutes is enough for a reload.
And government
it's already hard enough to be a kid, so now let's introduce gender transition and puberty blockers to make it even worse. It's on hard mode, well now it's going to be mythic.
Not make it hard.
You're not on New Game, you're on New Game Plus. So yeah, there we go. So make them trans, yes, exactly. Like, I don't even understand, there's no logic to this at all. It doesn't make sense ever.
You know what? I'm not even that tired.
We're trans and queer.
I mean, it's 11, but...
I know that there's a lot of people that do that. I don't allow myself. I think it's very easy for people to fall into the trap of listening to what mentally ill retards on Twitter think and thinking that they represent the entire LGBT community. I try to avoid falling into that trap myself. Although, of course, I do read the same things that you read, I do see the same things that you see, and I feel basically the same way about it that you feel about it. So it's not like I don't feel this way and I don't think the same thing. It's that I think that you have to overcome and realize that these people are the most outspoken, problematic, mentally ill, deranged, perverted weirdos that are in this community that don't necessarily represent the entire community, right? They call them transitioners, traitors, trans activists are the worst. Yeah, it's disgusting. And again, I just think body parts of children is the biggest medical scandal the world's ever seen. Yeah, and also
not even in
real, like, it's the same as marijuana. Like this used to be like this is the liberal marijuana issue right now. Is that in the same way that I would say that back in the day, especially like before Donald Trump, marijuana legalization was a big platform around Republicans about making it illegal and stopping people from smoking weed. And what happened is that basically a lot of people were like, well, this is stupid. Why would I vote for people that want to talk about like, oh yeah, you can't smoke weed because it's against, you know, the Bible or something. And it cost Republicans a lot of votes, and a lot of people didn't agree with Republicans for that reason, because it was such an obvious, ridiculous thing to say that, you know, oh, weed should have you get put in jail.
I didn't know.
It's crazy. So what's happening, I think, with this is the same exact thing. Is it's basically you have a crazy viewpoint that 90% of people think is ridiculous, that you continue to push, and I think this is one of the main alienating things that...
I think Israel sadly is like that. More like 80 or 70, but...
a good frame of reference here, is that
actually, I saw Polix like 50, but pretty annoying because I agree with it. And the thing is, the US benefits from it, from the relation, whether they like it or not, so it's even a bit harder to let go.
Because the earth isn't fucking flat and you think it's flat. So I think that this is a great example of the same thing. Where
I think the U.S. will miss out if they're not allied with Israel.
transitioning, they immediately throw the baby out with the bathwater, and deservedly so. It's such a crazy belief that how could any person who believes this have anything of value to contribute at all to the world? So that's what I would say. Flat earthers are
Lubnania.
theory? Yes, of course.
Lubnani.
And so that one's debatable. Yes, Clementine Breen, that interview
Might
with
be good
Page,
enough.
she was never transgender, and her doctor lied. They're pretty brave for her to do that interview. Yeah, and that's the other thing too, is that these people are so violent and so aggressive. What is this here?
Even for Republicans,
Oh,
this
that's
is
it.
extreme. Our
Great. Let's hear another stupid, fucking, annoying Karen. That, like, again, these people need to be out in the swamp selling.
I think it is too left. It might also be, you know what? It's not the correct height either, but I think it's not low, too low. Still.
Even for Republicans, this is extreme. Are we really attempting to lock up parents and doctors? Your
Awesome.
Yep. Absolutely.
I mean, are we talking about illegal immigrants? Because they're the very small minority of them.
medical care is none of their damn business.
It absolutely is. There are
Oh.
things that are regulated around children.
Oh,
and
the
parents can't lock their
doctor.
children in,
I
so
guess
children
it makes more sense. The doctors and things for transgender surgery.
We should call this obsession with your kids and
These are the same people, by the way, that wanted to force kids to get the COVID vaccine in order to go to school. They
The
don't
thing is, I didn't know Marjorie Taylor Greene had a good side. I always, in my school, I was taught the bad side. The thing is, the bad side is terrible. It's actually terrible. She believes in conspiracy theories and she's in the government. Like, you know, I'm not democratic or anything, but I definitely disagree with her being in government.
it's effective, it's supported by every
It's not safe.
I bet even Elizabeth Warren is better than her.
major medical association.
Oh, but she's in. It's hard to compare, but conspiracy theorist is like one of the worst for government, and it's very agreeable. I don't know why she got into government.
People in Congress is so fucking annoying. I hate this shit. We have to listen to these stupid fucking morons
Right.
spend all day. They're all in on a 90-10 issue. Exactly. They keep using emotional tactics instead of being logical. Exactly. It's crazy. It's safe and effective. Where have we heard that
Nice.
before? Well, it's also like there are plenty of things that are safe and effective, like getting tattoos that you don't let kids get. Like it doesn't even. That's not even an argument. We're from 14, California.
Maybe it's close.
They have a private chat with your child at every child well visit. At every well child visit, at 14 they have to have a private chat with your kid. So you talk to the doctor.
Actually, I don't know. Maybe should have relooked that one. That one was good enough.
I mean, like, do I agree with that or not?
Oh.
I don't agree with that. I don't think so. I think that it just treats parents like criminals, and yeah, I can see the logic behind it, but I just think that it's just too weird. It's too weird, man. And yeah, exactly. Grooming potential. I don't think it's necessarily grooming potential.
Maybe it's
I mean, of course, it could be. And I think that, by the way, do I think that doctors and certain people in the medical profession push this shit on kids? Absolutely,
No.
they do.
I actually
Duh.
don't.
If you are an activist, wouldn't
Oh,
you wanna
wait.
go, like, aren't you gonna
Maybe.
fish for the fish?
Because they actually get money. They get money for it,
This
but
is the
I
same as
still don't.
anything, right? Every single instance where there are children and adults that interact with each other, we have bad things that happen. We do. Whether it's Boy Scouts, church, school, or video games, Roblox, bad
Maybe
things
that's
happen.
good.
This is just how it is. So we should assume that that's
Whether it's Roblox, now. That even if it was a normal platform, which it kind of, there's a normal side to it, but even if it was a completely normal platform, I guess it wouldn't be completely normal, but like, yeah, every platform has a bit of a weird side to it, so
at this,
I guess
yeah,
it would still have minor issues. Roblox might have minor issues.
Wow, what a smart girl. And yeah,
And it's also a game for a lot of very young people.
and I'll see if there's any
So I
more of this.
understand why
Wanting
it's
to help
like.
bodies of children. Fuck your suicide self-harm cult. I
But
again,
even
this is what
older
happens. This
people, I think,
radicalizes people against
they
the
play it
entire
on
world.
computers
And I actually
sometimes.
replied to this myself. I was talking about this myself. Yes, simple money problem. Doctors want to make more money when they get kids on the trans shit.
Sure.
I don't know if it's money. I think in some cases it is. In some cases it's not. But anyway, so I replied to this. I was like, listen. Oh, here we go. So trans people already have all the rights as everyone else. So this person thinks it's a right to be able to do a medical procedure as a child, a sex change. No, kids don't have that right. Like, absolutely not. Like, I don't want kids getting, like, what do you want them getting, like, you know, a BBL or, like, fucking breast surgery? Absolutely fucking not. Like, this type of argument is so fucking retarded. It's
Big
insane.
black round.
Really? Like, yeah, of course you wouldn't let a kid do that. It's fucking disgusting, right? Of course. So why are we letting this happen?
I'm pretty sure that was right. It's hard to tell from that angle, but I'm pretty sure.
You don't have the right to groom a child. Yeah, you don't have the right to groom children and mutilate their bodies. This isn't a right that straight people have either. The fact that the vote was this close is sick. And so straight is not the opposite of trans. It kind of is, in a way. It kind
No,
of
it's
is,
not.
right? I mean, not necessarily, but kind of. And
Not
there
really.
must be a right to groom children. I don't know. Christians
Cis is the opposite of it. Which is weird because I wouldn't want to know that word, but in this society we have to know. In this democratic system. I guess in a Republican area you might not know that. Which is good, I wouldn't want to know that.
There we go, man. And look at all the people regretting their tattoos.
Okay.
Yes, exactly. I'm a doctor in the EU. We don't even talk about this. Our studies have already determined it's a wrong practice. I mean, you don't have to be a genius to come to that conclusion. I think it's pretty fucking obvious, isn't it?
Really? In the EU they don't do it? That's
At
crazy.
least anybody that has a fucking brain.
Crazy that I
Mutilate
know.
children, puberty blockers, really? Well, yeah.
Oh,
obviously
it's
they're
shit
gonna cause
now.
effect. The same thing cisgender
Why?
children have. Really,
Shouldn't have played again. Okay, well I have to.
reaffirming surgery, as if it not. So if it doesn't happen a lot, then why are you trying to push for it so hard? If it's so uncommon, then why are you trying to make it as possible? 90 surgeries done on cisgender boys for
49 bottom and 47. Only two bottom.
obviously it's different.
But yes,
for
no, they
somebody
wins.
to get a surgery for something that
It's
is
a
a
bit.
deformity. This person is
Snow Day is a bit lower.
the same as a elective sexual surgery. Yes, deformities are different. Jesus
Elective?
Christ, you are just killing trans kids. Surely. And
No.
trans is reversible. You can become a Satanist and back and forth. Exactly. Yes, you're killing trans kids. I know you're sick, but this is the cause. But we all know this cause you. Wait. Let me read this again. I think you're sick.
Christianity? Actually, I don't know. I don't know much about it. You probably could be. Oh yeah, if you become a different religion, you don't need to be Christian.
Oh my God.
It takes away that. I think I've heard that.
You're delusional. This is just such a crazy thing to say. And anyway, I'm very glad to see us happen. Circumcision is illegal. When did I ever advocate for circumcision? Never. And
What?
it's nuts. So anyway, we've had a lot of people no argument. Let them insult.
Why is
Absolutely.
circumcision illegal?
It's a crazy way to attack a person. And a crazy thing to do. And I'm glad to see Elon. Yeah, Elon agrees with this. Obviously, he agrees with this. It's fucking.
I thought a
crazy.
circumcision
Any
is
person
healthy.
agrees with this. The only people that don't are people that have some degree of fucking mental disorder, right? And what's the chaser? Who knows? Who cares? But anyway, yeah, I saw this happen yesterday, and I do feel like more people should speak out against this because of how ridiculous it is. Trans women are not women. What is this?
Is it a sin if you have gender dysphoria as a mental disorder but choose not to act on it?
Oh yeah, I don't know
You're
why
following
that
against
is.
your flesh, and that's what God is asking us to do, right? This is the good fight. We have to fight against the flesh, and it's not easy. And then there are people who are actually truly creeps. They try to be transgender so they can get in women's sports and basketball. Genuinely, this topic, it is irritating. And I'm not saying all transgender people, but the last people like Yara, they're misogynist 100%, because how can you tell me you know what a woman is, but you're inserting yourself, biologically a man, into this? You have no idea what I go through as a woman and vice versa. So stop trying to erase me.
It's obviously true that being trans is not the same as being a biological woman. Anybody that thinks that that's true is out of their mind. Anyone opposing this should have their hard drives checked. Thank God.
Today's revenue for sex-rejecting drugs and surgeries in 2023.
I hate to say it, but I think its voice is actually getting better. It's like only 20% better than it was.
Were estimated in one study to exceed $4.4 billion and on track to exceed $7.8 billion by 2030. One doctor was recorded callously describing sex rejection.
The thing is, RFK might be better if he didn't have that voice.
I bet they are.
Hospitals rake in millions of dollars by convincing boys and girls that a lifetime of off-label prescriptions for estrogen and testosterone blockers, chest reconstruction surgeries, and more are the only...
My dad said he wouldn't vote for him just because of his voice. Which honestly, like, sure. I wouldn't want to listen to that guy on the news.
Ideology, misinformation, and propaganda push vulnerable young people into decisions they cannot fully understand.
Exactly.
And that they can never reverse.
Unironically based, I feel like RFK he's my favorite member of the Trump administration. He is, maybe Stephen Miller. It's one or the other.
But he wasn't even running as...
But I really think, I mean, this guy...
He was running for president, not as...
And I'm glad to see that. Common sense, guys, yes, exactly. Ban the ideology. No, I think it's fine if you want to be trans. Just do it whenever you're an adult. That's all. Do it when you're an adult, and that's it.
Well, I don't know. I think that person is intentionally misinforming the audience of what he's saying. But to be honest, a lot of people in his chat might agree. I don't know, but I agree with that.
This latest proposal from this administration to cut access to gender-affirming care for many youth is frightening. Whether you live in Brooklyn, Binghamton, Buffalo, or anywhere else in New York.
Frightening, it's all emotion, as usual.
And even if you don't live in New York, I will not let this administration come for you,
Yeah.
your doctors.
So we're gonna lose, probably.
As of now, nothing has changed. Your health care is still legal and protected. And your doctors cannot cut off your access to gender-affirming care.
I was gonna say things, but like, I don't think that.
Not yet. Not yet.
And most importantly, I want you to know.
See, there has to be consequences for people that push this shit on kids. There does. There has to be.
I can't believe I see.
We gotta put these people in jail, something like that.
That you're not alone.
It's close to a forfeit.
I'm with you, and I'm sending love to each and every one of you.
Y'all gonna be in prison together.
So please, stay strong, my friends, and enjoy the holiday.
It's gonna get a lot worse.
One more goal
it's
and
gonna
then
get way worse. This weird fixation around grooming kids, mutilating them, convincing them to take drugs that will change their body before they've even gone through puberty.
I'm still not forfeiting.
It's gotta stop. When they were claiming whenever this wasn't happening? Yeah, they were saying it wasn't happening, and now it is happening. And what a big surprise. And yeah, I'll look at maybe a couple others, and then I feel like we've kind of gone...
Now, I might have got lucky. I still don't think I'm gonna score. It's a fucking 3
One of
year.
the most
Not a
barbaric
2 year.
features of a society is the genital mutilation of its children. It's based on a medical dogma, sadly, that the normal,
But
sometimes
it's not
stressful
everyone.
experiences of boys and girls growing up is a pathology that requires medical intervention.
True.
Parents are told if they don't agree to these disfiguring and permanently sterilizing procedures,
Shit, I could have scored that.
At increased risk of suicide, a baseless claim that
Okay, I'm gonna forfeit anyway.
good data.
What is it?
Let's be honest. And I'm gonna
2
say
divided by 1? Yeah, that's still... That's 10... I'm calculating something you don't understand. Yeah, it's still forfeit. I'm not saying the actual numbers. It's like 20... It's 20 seconds divided by 2. Not exactly what I said.
This ideology is a belief system that some teachers, some pediatricians, and others are selling
It's about
to
time.
children
Yes, thank God.
without their parents'
Yeah, I
knowledge
like it.
sometimes, or with a deliberate attempt to
The thing is, it's hard for me to comprehend this for some reason, but I think Asmongold doesn't hate Israel as much as some other people.
interacting with kids from
That's true. I remember one time I shaved my balls in like 6th or 7th grade, and I couldn't wear underwear for like a month because of how uncomfortable it was. Oh my God, bro, I'll never forget that. Oh shit, yeah. Check it out.
the opposite gender, awkward, even confusing.
No,
at
being
times.
real.
But to see now
That's what it was.
a society putting kids on a path of chest binders, drugs, castration, mastectomies, and other procedures is a...
We should look at this the same way that we look at those weird countries around the world that do different forms of female genital mutilation. This is basically the same thing. It's just a different version of it.
path that now many kids regret. And
circumcision, I don't have an opinion on circumcision. I don't think it's good or bad. I'm circumcised. I mean, if I wasn't, then I wouldn't be. I mean, I just don't have an opinion on it.
I've got to say, your testimony in front of the Hill was one of the best descriptions I've heard on this issue.
I mean, I do think that a circumcised dick does look better. I do. Like an uncircumcised dick looks like Gravemind from Halo 2.
That might be
Or you know those things
getting
in Elden Ring where they're like drooped over and they have like the death curse? It's kind of like that. I think it looks disgusting. Or like the 2 fingers kind of in a way. Like I don't think it really looks good. But like, I mean, I'm not making an argument for circumcision. I'm just saying that, you know, it is what it is.
uncircumcised cops.
Guys, not...
Apparently there's a lot to know about circumcision. And I don't care at all.
I'm not wrong.
You know, sure, I want people to get circumcised. Do I have...
Yeah, I'm not
like,
wrong
if you're Jewish, I don't care actually if you're not. But yeah, but I don't know. Like, I don't have an opinion on it. I don't know. I heard it's healthy. I have no idea if it is or not. I don't care, to be honest. I might know more about it in the future, but right now I literally don't know nothing. My dad told me it's healthy. I don't know if it is.
I've seen a lot of dicks.
Damn, that's sad.
And this is an important
Hundreds of
distinction.
dicks?
Sometimes it doesn't
I have
get
not
mentioned.
for sure.
We're not talking about medically treating kids with a biological basis for differences in sexual development. What used to be called intersex. We're not talking about children with 5-alpha reductase deficiency, Klinefelter.
Well, this is the problem, is that, I mean, they're trying to conflate medical deformities with a ideological perspective. These are 2 fundamentally...
I think you can... yeah, I think that's the exception. If you're like intersex and you want to identify as the less dominant sex that you have,
This has to do with the Nazis. I'm gonna be honest.
then
syndrome, Turner syndrome, or other sex chromosome abnormalities.
I think you get to be trans, but that's the only...
That is supported by flawed science that
I don't know, maybe that was good enough. I'm not looking at recently.
from an array of genders.
Array. An array.
High schools now where
That's funny. It's crazy he knows what an array is.
I'll tell you what's going on in those high schools. There is some beneficial advantage that the school administration has. Like,
To be honest, I learned what a matrix is in school. I didn't learn what an array is, which is basically a one-dimensional matrix.
When on 9/11, when 9/11 happened,
Of course I know that though because of computer science. But if I didn't learn computer science in math class, I actually never learned about it.
people and pray around the flagpole because I didn't want to go to English class. Straight up. Like, that's the reason why kids are doing it.
I wanted to do math this semester. I can delay it to the next
It's
semester.
awful but funny. Welcome to my life.
To American hospitals and clinics, do not ask parents.
I don't know, I hate when
in
people
order
say
to sell
welcome.
your transgender ideology.
Seems annoying. I don't know why. It's a weird take.
The more I think about it, the more
Can't really
I think the
explain
idea
it.
of like giving a doctor time alone with a kid is probably a bad thing. Like, and I don't really, like, I can see why they're doing it. I understand why. It's because, like, if the kid is being abused or something like that's going to happen, maybe the kid would be more likely to say something, you know, if it wasn't for the parent, right, or something like that. Yeah, sometimes it's good. But I think the problem is that there's an implicit expectation that the doctor is acting in good faith. And there isn't a problem with the doctor also. And I think that in the case where the government is making a decision for what a person's life should be, you have to have like a very high rate of like not having bad actors. How about 2 separate doctors? I mean, I don't think that's really going to make a difference if you want me to be honest. Doctors aren't cops. Yeah, exactly.
Too low.
And I think you're right, is that it's also, and this is another big issue that I feel like
that's
we
good.
don't really talk about enough, is that there is I think an emotional and a mental drain that's on some of these first responders, on some of these people that have these essential jobs, like police officers, doctors, nurses, EMS, firefighters. Like, adding in another piece of, you know, to their Swiss Army knife job, I think is overwhelming for them. Like, yeah, they're not police officers, they're not investigators, they're not psychologists, they're a pediatrician. Let them deal with medical things and let somebody else make that decisions instead. A lot of doctors are not bad. The overwhelming majority of doctors are saints.
You know what? It's
They're
too
the
low, but
best
it's
people
good.
ever. Like, I've never met a bad doctor in my life. And I think
That
most
might be
people probably feel
close
that way.
enough to
Same
me.
with first responders. They're heroes. But at the same time, so are parents. Most parents aren't bad either. Like, what are we talking about? Like, most parents, debatable? That's, I mean, I'm talking about my experience, right? That's it. It's my experience. Doctor asked, do you want to see pee-pee? No, I don't know about that. That's a bit much, man. It's a little weird. You can train me how to talk to these people, and if a child gets Baker acted at my hospital, they have a day where they could draw their favorite pride flags. Oh my god. Yeah, this shit's gotta stop, bro. Like, it's gotta stop.
Okay, I'm pretty thirsty. It's so random, but yeah, I'm pretty thirsty. Let me... Oh, and the video ended. Oh my gosh. Yes. This is a major big deal. Okay, no, not that. Yeah, like that. And then it gets added, yeah. But let's clear it. This is still gonna be here. And yeah, I'm just getting water, I'll be back.
If they're pushed.
I'm back, guys.
They found another body. just stays between you and me.
It's sad to see my viewer counts is going lower.
I didn't see this coming. These nice people killing each other.
Corona Sunbrew. With a splash of real vibrant juice and classic.
Whatever, I shouldn't really care about viewer count. I'm not, let's face it, I'm not really, there's a really low chance I'll be good.
Trump signs the executive order rescheduling marijuana to Schedule 3. It shifts marijuana from Schedule 1
Wait, what was
like
it?
drugs like heroin, having no
Yeah,
accepted medical
that's
use.
definitely not good enough.
At the same time, the facts compel the federal government to recognize that marijuana can be legitimate in terms of medical. Recognize that marijuana can be legitimate in terms of medical applications when carefully administered. Some
Oh my god. Bro. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, there we go. Alright. I didn't even know this. This is great. So, yeah, I mean, I guess I didn't know it because it literally just happened.
cases,
You know, this is a major event that Tal isn't gonna talk about.
lethal opioid painkillers.
Wow.
They cause tremendous problems. This can do it in a much lesser way. Can make
Oh,
people
listen.
feel much better that are living through tremendous pain and problems. 40 states and multiple U.S. territories have already recognized the use of medical marijuana.
Oh
This
my God.
reclassification order will make it far easier to conduct marijuana-related medical research, allowing us to study benefits, potential dangers, and
Good
future
enough.
treatments. It's going to have a
They should have brought Snoop Dogg for this.
tremendously positive impact, I believe.
You know what? I've been to
Congress to reconsider its classification of hemp-derived.
I've been to Rhode Island because of
Oh my god.
DoorDash. I've almost been to New Hampshire, but I've never even been to Worcester.
To ensure seniors
The thing is, it's weird, but
they have found
I think Worcester is like around the same.
dying and
Yeah, so it's like.
dying with tremendous pain, and this
Wait, actually, let me see.
in many cases literally.
Wait, I'm gonna close this.
Yeah. Yeah, look at the dude's hand.
There
behind
was
him. Yeah, this guy with all the tattoos.
I can tell you guys how far it is. I don't care. It's just the actual location.
Their senses about them, as opposed
Open
to
in the
laws
maps.
which don't allow that.
Let's see, Worcester direction.
This is awesome.
I promise
My
to
location.
be the president of common sense, and that is.
I remember.
They're the same thing. 47.
My dad, whenever he
Oh, I was in
walking around,
Grafton,
I
I
forgot
think.
which situation this was, but I remember he was walking around.
Well, let's see it right now. I guess now there's no traffic,
The reason
basically.
why is that he was
Okay,
like,
so
fucking
40. Oh, 46. Why isn't it choosing the shortest one?
high as shit, and he had taken shrooms. And
Was I ever? I don't think so. I think the furthest I went was Marlboro. Here. Then I went. I went to Shirley. That's even further.
he just starts fucking falling over. And I chop him. He's like, "What's wrong? Why are you stopping me for?"
Yeah, that's. Oh no, that's not further. Let's see. Wood socket
It's fine.
direction.
This happens all the time.
Add stop and then I delete this.
What we're doing, this is really something
Yeah,
having to do with.
I've been further than Worcester, but for some reason I've never in my life have I ever been to Worcester. Oh damn, the timer was still going. Well, I don't care to be honest.
People that are having problems, big problems. They are having big
Wait,
problems
what?
with illness, with cancer.
No, okay, I closed it. Good. Oh yeah, and I have to
Dr.
buy.
Oz to say a few words, followed by Dr. Braun, Dr. Kasser.
This is awesome. Yeah, I didn't even know this was gonna happen. I mean, I really. I mean, this should have happened a long time ago, honestly. I feel like this is maybe one of the instances where it's like break in case of low ratings and like low poll numbers, Which is like, I think this is good, by the way. This is a good thing. And this is the reason why people should hold his feet to the fire with this shit, right? Because we will continue to get better things if we don't accept mediocre outcomes. That's
Really?
it. Thank God it happened. No, I think you're right.
Actually, yeah, I don't know. For some reason, I'm for the natural selection thing,
And I think that's very well
and that's why I want gambling to be a thing,
is that, like, yes,
and just people will kill them. Actually, yeah, that sounds bad. I don't know, maybe I regret saying that. I don't want people to kill themselves, but natural selection does sound better. Maybe that's why. Yeah. No, I don't think it's
Can we get OTC marijuana
fine.
everywhere now? I don't know yet.
Yeah, I guess if
Tylenol with codeine.
gambling leads people to kill themselves, that's probably bad.
President Trump who's scheduling.
And I think it does, so yeah, it's probably bad.
Not as bad. That's very clearly what it is. So, man,
And it's very sad.
I
'Cause you can be a very normal person, but then your only thing is you do gambling, and then it's like it fucks up your whole life.
there we go.
Like drugs.
That's a good one.
I think people that do drugs also kill themselves sometimes. I don't know. Specifically those people, I mean.
It sure is.
That was a bit high, I don't know if that's too high though. Oh nice, that was really good.
Don't accept mediocre outcomes.
The thing is actually people in Israel understand what Trump thinks for some reason, but they also like, even the left-wing people sometimes like Trump because he's good for Israel and they don't give a shit about America, to put it in easy words.
Improvements and things get better. And so that's it.
The thing is,
Could reduce fentanyl use.
people in the US give a shit about Israel.
Let's see if
And usually they give a shit because they don't give a shit. Basically, they care. They care about Israel because it's doing something in the government, but they don't want it to do something in the government. The thing is, I don't know what APAC does. I think I don't know if APAC is good, but I think the donations is aside from APAC, and they give money to Israel, like military aid. If that's not APAC, then sure, they don't need also APAC at the same time. But like, yeah, US should provide aid to Israel because it's hard to think about, but like they actually get like they get information about their aircrafts and all their materials.
Cannabis would be recognized and would make
Yeah.
researching it a whole lot easier. It could also be a very big win for the cannabis industry. Joining us now is someone who knows that industry very well, founder and CEO of Flow Hub, Kyle Sherman. Kyle, great to see you. So walk us through what reclassifying marijuana like this could actually mean for the sport.
Maybe it's good.
Schedule 1. Yeah, now they're gonna have to rename the game.
Gotti,
To Schedule
we've been
3.
waiting for 55 years. To see some federal movement on cannabis, it's pretty crazy. It's happening here, potentially here in 2025.
My dad would be very happy to see this. This is crazy.
And really what this means for cannabis businesses.
Oh, that might be good. It's probably not, but I'll allow it because I'm not 100%.
This means they're not going to have to pay a tax called 280E. 280E is a crazy tax.
Good enough.
That was really put in
Close
place
though.
for federal drug
I don't know if it's good. I'm 50-50 on it.
Hey, if you're going to try to
Oh,
write
10
off,
out of 12.
business expenses for a federally illegal business that you're running,
11,
they
okay,
can't do
please.
that. And so the issue here is you've got all these great American
No.
businesses, over 40,000.
I'm not gonna.
employing over 500,000 Americans.
I got 11 out of 12 another time. I'm not gonna like feel bad for myself. I don't care about it.
And I think that recently, like, this is something.
I'll
like, obviously,
continue
like,
this
I
torture
don't smoke weed
until I get it.
drugs. I have no intention of ever doing it. Doesn't matter if it was legal or not. I don't drink
I think
alcohol.
it's good.
And so,
He doesn't even drink alcohol. You know, I think that too, but I would think
this is obviously a great
drinking alcohol is a very unlikely thing to not do. A lot of people drink
I
alcohol.
just step back because I forgot my train of thought. But what I was going to say is that a lot of
I
people
didn't
have
think
complained
he.
that
I thought he would drink alcohol, to be honest.
are selling at a very, very high
But
rate.
it's bad. It
which is
doesn't
causing
taste
people
good
to
anyway.
buy it off of the black market or off of like basically a gray market, the same as they had been for like decades before then. And I think that there's like a secondary problem with that is that if you're doing that and you're buying something that's from like a secondary source that's not a
It's too low still.
verified
I would say
dealer,
that. I
that's
think that's
it
good
can
enough.
have other bad stuff in it basically. So like if you have something that's technically legal,
I know how to
the
do that. I don't know
regulations
why.
around it
I
make
wasn't
it
prepared. I don't know
unfeasible to buy
why.
and sell legally.
Maybe it's
and,
close enough.
you're still going to have the black market, and you're still going to have people that have that happen.
I heard
Yeah, like
from my
places
friend
where
that Worcester is a bad area.
You see how this also attacks.
I didn't know that, to be honest.
It basically causes another problem.
Thought it was like, well, Boston technically could also be a bad area. The good part of Boston is cool, but the bad part is
Jesus.
And a
not really that good. There is a bad part of Boston.
Yeah,
I think it's with a lot of capital
we
cities.
talk about it here in California, but we've seen a lot of the.
But actually, the bad part of Boston is the majority of living areas in Boston, which is also crazy. I didn't know that before, but I think it is.
So true.
Not necessarily licensed, doesn't really
So
fit
true.
into the regulations, and is grown in places that the state of California would not like to see it grown. Do you see any of what could happen with this reclassification changing that at all?
Yeah, if I didn't do DoorDash, I would think that the majority of Boston would be a good place. But since I do DoorDash, I know Boston, the one everyone talks about, and the one everyone knows is it's better than what they think is. Like, the good part is good, but for sure, but there's a bad area as well.
This is a very highly regulated product. In some cases,
I think the entire panic around smoking weed is so fucking retarded that growing up, even I thought it was ridiculous. Like I remember whenever weed was illegal and. Like, there would be people talking about it in school, saying, like, why it should be illegal, and, like, they're bringing up, like, the Bible and other stupid fucking reasons like that. And I'm like, what are you
I
talking
agree,
about
that's
the Bible?
stupid.
Like, it's a fucking plant. If God made everything on the earth, he made this plant, too. Like, what do you mean? How can you smoke the
Yeah, but
tobacco?
okay, the thing is, I don't get why people say God was like this this super cool guy that is the best at everything, and he's like the perfect possible human being, or like not a human being, but perfect possible thing. I don't get it.
Than I have over weed.
I don't agree. I think he wasn't a it's true, he definitely wasn't perfect.
Explicitly over weed.
And you can't make a perfectly imperfect world either. I would say this world, I don't know. It might be really good. I don't know exactly. I think it is really good.
Like, why is there
But the thing is, people have to die, and it's at an early age.
Essentially, as it moves through the supply chain,
A pretty early age. Maybe he has like a power limit or something. I don't know. He probably does. I don't know. It's. I think we're in a simulation as well, which is actually a theory. Whether you think it's true or not, it's actually a lot of scientists think there's a good chance we live in it.
You know, and look, at the end of the day,
Weirdly.
regulated dispensaries check IDs, and we know the illicit market does not. The more that the federal government recognizes how big this industry is, this regulated industry is across all of these U.S. states, you know, look, the better off we are at shutting down the black market. That illicit market exists because there's demand for the product, so we shouldn't overtax it.
I'm so glad you brought up the IDs, black market not checking IDs. I mean, critics of reclassifying marijuana, like they will always say, like, this downplays health risks. It leads to increased use, and then the youth are going to smoke more marijuana.
All this could be applied to alcohol. So unless you want to regulate alcohol as a Schedule III drug, then I don't want to hear at all about why weed is a unique problem.
How do you respond to that?
It's ridiculous.
I think you got to look back to alcohol prohibition, right? If we're
So true. So true. Like, you know what? Like, it's yeah, absolutely.
Literally what he said.
Exactly. Exactly.
Trying to prohibit cannabis in the United States, I mean, there's a huge demand for it. I think Al Capone would be all about prohibition, right? I mean, this creates a criminal market, and by regulating the industry, you know, this brings into a much safer position for Americans, right?
One of the things that a lot of like people don't understand is the way that large companies and pseudo monopolies
I'm happy that smart people are talking about it. They seem smart.
In order for them to effectively have a de facto monopoly on the market. They basically use regulations to pull the ladder up against other competitors.
I wonder what Angela's Rose stance on Israel is. I know she hates Palestine protesters. Palestine. She hates Palestine, yes. Doesn't mean she likes Israel necessarily. A lot of people hold the belief that they don't really like Israel either, but they don't care about Palestine in the U.S.
During the height of the war,
Weirdly.
it did not stop people from consuming. No. Let's make sure we keep it away from kids and we keep it available for adults. You know, look.
I think she's pro-Israel. It's hard to tell. I don't know.
Bazillion dispensaries are going to open up overnight at all.
Just because of the
It doesn't really do a whole lot.
Palestine thing where she said, "Can you name Palestine on the map?" Actually, I don't know. That seems like something anyone would do.
This is not an anti-cannabis thing. This is a pro-reality thing here with Schedule 3.
Yeah, of course.
Founder of Flow Hub, Kyle Sherman, really appreciate your insight.
I thought he was gonna say, that's true. Truer words have never been spoken. Or like he was gonna pause it and like say something insightful.
I'm always confused how the U.S. works. Okay, yeah, it's.
I mean, he technically did, but I thought he would take like a long pause.
What do you call it? It's illegal federally, but there's states that allow it. So unless the federal police come in and go after you for it, then in general, nothing's going to happen. So it's basically like, why would they give a shit about this? Why would they care? And that's pretty much it. You definitely smoke Russian. I don't smoke anything. I don't like the idea of smoking. I find the concept and the process of smoking to be very disgusting, to be honest with you.
The thing is, you can use the actor claim of Trump as anti-Trump, but like the thing is, I would say that's probably a reason to be anti-Trump, but it doesn't really affect it either. I mean, it might be a little anti-Trump and a bit towards the bad side of Trump, but
like violent marijuana.
I forgot, you shouldn't do that at hockey, especially in hockey.
I think that all of those people.
What is all of these crashes? Is like the field smaller? I don't know. I feel like there's wings. I don't think that the field is smaller though.
THC patches. This is a principle that I have. And
hockey mode was made
I don't like putting things in my body
a long time ago, so I don't think they had a mass fighting.
I drink like soda a lot, but in general, like I don't like taking any medicine. Like I don't want to fuck up the homeostasis of my body any more than I already have. So yeah, and really, does that include?
I was gonna score it, and he was just standing there.
Like I'm already drinking soda a lot. So I'm kind of capped out.
Oh, I forgot where. You know, I wouldn't have said that if I was looking at the square in the moment.
So I'm already
down.
drinking a lot of soda.
I would have hit that if it wasn't going up.
Problems that I have to
in that exact
two rather than like 10. So yeah, that's the way I see
I feel like these guys are noobs,
though.
though.
Saying that? Maybe I do.
Maybe I'm MVP. I don't know. The thing is, if I'm not, maybe they're not noobs. I think the thing is, yeah, if I'm not number MVP, then they're not noobs.
Of course I'm not saying that.
Noobs are like bottom 10% or something.
Because I enjoy doing that. But I can
Rocket League,
these other things.
I don't know.
And it's like, why would I do?
Because it's for every season. It's for people that play basically every season. Which, you know what I do? I don't play every season. I play basically every season. Actually, no. There was a long time where I didn't play. I don't know how many. I don't know, maybe I played more seasons than the median player right now.
I have been incredibly lucky that I have had basically no health problems. I have had, you know, knock on wood, right? No health problems, no other type of like issues at all. And, you know, I'm 35 and I pretty much live the same way that I always have. I mean, like zero sugar is poison. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, I mean, good genes, I guess, right? I mean, and pretty much everybody in my family.
I think 0 sugar might be fine.
Or somehow got
No,
or something
I don't know. Actually, that's not true. Because fruits include sugar. Like, basically anything includes sugar. You basically have to limit your diet to basically nothing. You can't eat things in the restaurants because most likely they have sugar. You can't do anything really.
You're right, but being skinny doesn't mean you're healthy, but being fat means you're unhealthy. So it's a little bit different there. But yeah, a huge W for Trump. Like,
wait, really? Actually, I think there's levels, but yeah, I get what you're
happy about this. I don't see how anybody would complain about this or get mad. Let's see.
Goodbye. Is it accurate that you were
I think it's too low, I'm not 100%. Basically 100.
That's right.
Yeah, that's not good. Have to restart again.
No drugs, no alcohol, no cigarettes. Don't take drugs, okay? Raise your hand. When people ask, what do I tell? I said to my kids, no drugs, no alcohol, no cigarettes. Raise your hands, kids. I promise Donald J. Trump that I will never take drugs. All right, kids, come here.
They promised you. Now keep your promise to them. Don't schedule marijuana. Who's this retard? Who's this retard? Luke? Luke's a retard.
Really, it's given.
Oh! You're quoting the Bible. I see. Okay, it's one of these situations. Yeah, it's the Bible. Emotional blackmail. Yeah, right. This is what a stupid thing to say, by the way. Like,
yeah.
You know we give people fentanyl in hospitals, right? Like, I think they give women fentanyl for childbirth in some cases. Am I accurate about that? I think that's one of the uses of it.
That's crazy.
It's just such a stupid fucking argument. It's unbelievable. Lord of the Rings, I know, it makes me so mad. This guy has Lord of the Rings in his bio. What a dumb fucking thing to say. Like, as if, like, what's so ridiculous is that, oh yeah, you're gonna decriminalize this for adults, and then you're trying to play it off like it has something to do with him wanting, what is it? Do you think Trump wants kids to smoke weed?
Maybe that's
What are we talking about?
I want to emphasize that the order about the signs, not the
a bit too low.
legalization, or it doesn't legalize marijuana in any way, shape, or form, and in no way sanctions its use as a recreational drug. It's nothing to do with it. Just as the prescription painkillers may have legitimate uses, but can
A
also
bit
do
too low.
irreversible damage and never.
Of course.
You know, if you look at some of the damage that can be caused, reckless, if it's abused, it's never safe to use powerful control substances in recreational manners. And
so
That's good.
in this case, if you take a look, illegal and unregulated drugs, very, very bad thing. So I've always told my children, don't take drugs, no drinking, no smoking.
There you go.
And just stay away from drugs. I have been, they would look at me and they
Adults will
say,
smoke
"Edward,
next
you're
Well, my parents never told me that. But they're saying drugs are terrible, all of this, yeah. So like, they didn't specifically say don't take drugs, but like, of course that's what they think.
Facts compel the federal government to recognize that marijuana can be
I can tell that's what they think.
legitimate in terms of medical applications when carefully administered in some cases. This may include the use as a substitute for addictive and potentially lethal opioid painkillers.
Yeah, it's like, why would you want somebody to go on a painkiller that's addictive in the same way that they could just go on weed and it's not as addictive? Like, anything can be psychologically addictive. Like, people can get
A bit
addicted to
too
like, going
high.
to McDonald's, right?
I think it's
But I
high.
don't think it's really fair to say that the chemical addiction that certain opioids create is the same as addiction to marijuana.
They cause tremendous problems.
It's a deliberate
Much
misrepresentation.
lesser way can make people.
Oh, that's
feel
definitely
much better.
True.
Through tremendous pain and problems.
True. Yes, opiates are severe. Yeah, of course, right? And this is a great thing. I'm very happy about this.
القاتل من عزيمك الحلحالك يروى اللرو. Like it. Couldn't have said that, but forgot I'm on stream. Okay, whatever. Oh, could it be close enough? Highly doubt it, but okay. But yeah, the thing is, I'm still having like a near zero success rate with the very hard singular shot. Close enough. Too low. Right. Oh, nice. Kids fucking call. I think that's close. Oh, down. Bottom right. Weirdly, I don't know, I was really tired. Now I'm not even tired at all. I wanna stay like this. I wanna play Rocket League all day. But what it'll result in is me not sleeping the next... Or, not me not sleeping, but like... Oh shit, wait, let's... let me do this. So... Oh, but it starts at 11, so I guess I'm not gonna set an alarm, but yeah, that means I can't sleep after 3 a.m. Wait, but that's a lot. That I probably won't anyway. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna do that anyway. I think that might be close enough. Damn, it doesn't even have a... Wait, what? And it's 1 hour? But it still doesn't have a thumbnail. Really good, even if Tal has that video, I'm still I really want to watch that. I don't pull it. Yeah, okay. No problem. Гройпер, что ты хочешь? Гройпер, спасибо. Wait, let's see. Let me fact check. Is Ben Shapiro losing? I think he was. That's the thing. Is he losing followers? Yes. Is he gaining views? No, he's losing views. Okay, let's see. Nest Daily. I think I checked. But now, for the short period, is he, no, it's he can't see. Gain subscriber. He's gaining though. He's still gaining subs. I guess. technically. 25 and 2025. That's actually, you know what? It's not the worst. It's not the worst. He still has a bit, but let's see actually. Yeah, damn, Ben Shapiro is not looking good. What is this one? What, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000. This is 30,000. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 4. He's lost more than he gained. Created what? That's very recent. So he's actually losing a lot of subs. Yeah, he's kind of sadly, but it's not for all pro-Israel creators. I guess Nuts Daily isn't a good one, but like Tall Traveling Club, he's definitely gaining. You know, there's only Ben Shapiro is a good looking point, but I guess this is only 701K. I don't know. I don't know any other people that are 7 million subs that are pro-Israel, so I don't know. I don't have enough data points to know if oh wait, I don't have enough data points to know if they're like popular Israel creators are losing subs. I think actually it was after Israel as well, so yeah, no, that's definitely not evidence, because even in his sense it doesn't really. World. Okay, I mean, you know, that's very close to something I would want to see, but no, not good enough. Ultimate Investing. I think he had a good tier list, but the majority of them are trash tier lists, to be honest. The thing is, it's not recommending me a wait 1, 2, 3, 4 different things. I guess that's actually a lot. And this, yeah, 4 different things in my homes. That is a lot, actually. This is Asmongold Politics. 1, 2, 3. 3. Oh yeah, and Israel is also there. Yeah, it's actually a lot of subjects at one. Didn't notice that. Oh, even no, that's similar to another. I guess kind of politics. Sure. Actually, you know what? Yeah, still not enough. We need a luxury for broke people. I don't want to hear about it. The thing is, it is something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like that content that much. I was kind of expecting this, and I don't know. I don't like hearing about it. Yeah, I'm not like Tall and I talk like the whole time about it, but I do think of course it's terrible, like a terrorist attack, of course it's terrible. But as a Jew, it was a Jewish event. It's a bit worse for me. But the thing is, it's not because I don't want to. I don't want to hear it, but I don't want to hear it not because, I mean, yeah, because it's a bad. I don't want to hear it because it's a bad event. Like it's a horrible event. And the thing is also, no, it is major. Still, yeah, I don't know. Oh, cool. You know what? I think I will leave it. 17, 15, and what's the last one? 28. That's barely enough.
Until you have dry lips to start treating them. You want to prevent your lips.
I always have. No, don't.
Radial fulfillment, 99.9.
You know, maybe I need that, but I'm gonna try as much as possible not to buy advertisements from.
I guarantee you that the vast majority of Muslims, they don't want to be dead, but according to Islamic law, because I changed my religion or because I renounced Islam, there is a death sentence over my head. So the Islamic law says Muhammad
I
precisely
think it's too high, but
whoever
maybe
changes his
maybe
religion,
it's too.
kill him.
Hi guys, this is Sahar TV, and in today's
Also too low, maybe not that low, so I can accept
talking about the
it.
fact that people want to kill him. Islamists want to kill him because he left Islam and converted to a different religion.
You know, Tall's complaining about not enough brown juice. I guess it's literally him and
I've been saying this for many years.
him and
For the last 15
and
years,
Sahar, but like the thing is, it is literally them.
many Muslims
If there's someone with over 100k pro-Israel brown guy, I probably would have known about him
another
already.
thing is, instead of
So yeah, it is pretty.
the
But the thing is, it's good because Tal is also pretty popular.
criticize and try to reform Islam, what we have been doing, we have been censoring every attempt to criticize Islam. They placed a death sentence over me. I guarantee you that the vast majority of Muslims, they don't want to be dead. But according to Islamic law, because I changed my religion or because I renounced Islam, there is a death sentence over my head. So the Islamic law says Muhammad precisely said, whoever changes his religion, kill him. This is the death sentence that my father validated over my head because I renounced the Islamic violence and the Islamic jihadism.
That might be
So
good.
now, many people don't want to be in my position. It's not a good position because they would be shunned from their
Maybe
families
it's
or they would be
too
shamed
low, I don't know.
by the society. They could be labeled as
Probably is, I
traitors.
don't know. Though.
And these are very dangerous labels that most people don't want to have to go through. But at the end of the day, especially Muslims in the West, instead of going actually against the values of the West or exploiting the values in the West, to
Yeah, I was
just,
expecting it.
criticize the
I
West,
just
they should
thought
be
literally half a second before I'm like, wait, but
trying to help.
what about the time? And then I remembered it was 2 minutes, so I'm like, oh yeah, it should ring
Judaism
now.
also was written thousands of years ago, but the Jews were able to reform it. There are violent
Oh,
forces
really?
in Judaism.
I didn't know that.
It has been
Good to know.
reformed. It has been integrated. And today in the 21st century, we cannot take ideology
By
or a
mistake,
belief
wow.
system from the 7th century and try to force it into the 21st century.
But there are people,
So this is the responsibility.
there are people. Just to add, Christians also have reformed their religion and have went through a renaissance.
I actually mean it. That's something very nice. I don't know why it's nicer than you think it is. Someone saying that, I don't know the way he's. I had someone else saying that, but I don't know. That's the way he said it.
It gets interpreted and spun deliberately to look like it's inciting violence by those who want to propagate violence. In other words, they twist the meaning
Yes.
of the text.
Okay,
to suit
that's
their
true.
violent intent.
So.
And the Bible, like Christian, the Bible is full of violence, obviously. But the Quran, comparative to the Bible, is nowhere near as violent. You know, it's just a fact. But it gets twisted and used in a sort of propaganda.
Well, if you're saying it's a fact, maybe, but I have no idea about.
As the Bible, what in the world is he talking
Yeah,
about?
I don't.
11% of the Quran is violent. Mein Kampf is only 9% violent, and look what happened to the Jewish community
Really?
in the world.
That's crazy.
The truth is, you don't see Jews and Christians going and exploding themselves and bombing themselves because of their religion. With Islam, however, it's a day-to-day thing. People die almost every day because of Islam, because of terrorist attacks.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Misinterpreting.
I would think he would say that.
Isn't that part of the problem? That I agree with you about social media. that social media is radicalizing people all over the place, and they may be being educated via social media in a very deliberate, targeted way by those who are on the extremist edge of this stuff, who are saying, look, the Quran makes it crystal clear you have to do this, this, and this. Whereas most modern Muslims I've talked to say that is not what it means at all. It's being twisted and used in a way to encourage violence.
Okay, so here is what I think. I think for all those, the peaceful Muslims who don't choose violence and still identify with Islam without understanding it, first of all, I invite them to study what jihad actually means. And many try to explain jihad as inner struggle, but it's not. In the Quran, it's obvious. Jihad is a fundamental pillar in the Islamic belief system. And it's jihad where a Muslim is required to sacrifice himself or herself, if necessary, to establish a khilafah. A khilafah is a global state. It's not the Islamic state that we saw this ugly images coming out of Syria and out of Sydney. It's a global Islamic state where there is only one Islamic ruler. Islam does not believe in diversity or multiplicity. They don't believe in other religions. Actually, what it really means when Muslims say La ilaha illallah, it means literally there is no divinity but Allah. This means cancellation of Judaism, of Buddhism, of Hinduism, of Christianity, all other belief systems.
There is no law but Allah.
Islam as the only and final belief. Well, this is very, very dangerous, but this is the essence.
But that is Islam. Again, I come back to this.
By the way, in the eyes of Allah, according to the
I didn't know he was gonna. You know what? I hate him even more for this. Why is he mad at him for no reason? Literally no reason. It's not even because he for some reason disagrees with Israel. This is not even Israel. This is something way more basic, and for some reason he's like mad at him.
BS misinterpretation. That's what it says in the Quran.
So in the United States, there are about 5 million Muslims and about 5 million Jews. In the UK, about 5 million Muslims and 250,000 Jews. So very different breakdown. But the reality is, in both countries, that in the majority of cases, you would say there's been pretty good assimilation of both those groups of people into society in the United States and the UK. There have been
US maybe.
But there hasn't been.
I don't know about UK.
Thousands of people rampaging around all day, every day.
I think the UK, he might be wrong about that.
It seems to me that the majority of Muslims in the US and the UK go about their lives integrated pretty well with the culture and society.
So why do they have their own Islamic courts? Why can't they go based off of the British courts? Why do they have their own separate courts to determine what needs to be done, whether it's marrying a few women and all these things? Why?
Yeah, I don't understand what.
Muslims in the United Kingdom,
I don't understand what he's advocating for here.
Government
To be honest.
ruling over them, or Sharia to be ruling over them. What do you think they're going to say? Assimilation is.
You know, this is the roots of his problem. He doesn't understand that Islam is a religion that some, or like a lot of people interpreted it in a bad way. Because it is true, a lot of people interpret it in a bad way. Doesn't mean it's the majority, but a lot of people still interpret it in a bad way.
They believe only in the laws of Allah. Go and ask Muslims who live in the United Kingdom. The majority is going to say that they believe in Sharia.
They live in and don't want to pursue acts of violence. And so I come back to the fact that if you take that across the world with 2 billion people, the number of extremists is very small. Otherwise, we'd be seeing a lot of this stuff going on.
I guess, yeah, but like it's still hundreds and thousands probably.
It's not a case that
Actually, extremists, millions,
and want any part of it.
Millions, probably.
And that's my problem with how these when these incidents blow up.
It's millions, probably. I don't know what.
Is appalling Islamophobia. I also see a lot of anti-Semitism. I see a lot of hatred generally spewing around. But it just remains clear to me that the vast majority of Muslims do not want to be violent.
It's funny how Pierce is trying to stay in the middle and not appear as a bigot, and that's why he's calling it Islamophobia. If you see a bunch of
Yeah, no, I think he disagrees with what he's saying literally.
then this is phobia?
I don't
This is
know.
irrational fear? No.
Maybe he
It's
disagrees
irrational
with
to
what.
fear the ideology that seeks to destroy
No,
you.
actually, the thing is, he's like, I don't know. He couldn't make the argument he's hiding from the fact that Islam is bad.
around the world on behalf of Islam.
Because
It's
it
not
kind of is.
irrational
Like,
phobia.
Islam can be bad. He's hiding from
There
that
is this
fact, yes.
perception amongst people
I think that's
that
what's
that's the
happening.
inevitability of a growing Muslim population is they want to take over the country, like in the UK, they want to take us over, and they want to instill the Muslim culture over all others, have their own legal system, their own rules, everything else. And I just don't see that. I see
They do have their
bits of
own.
that. I see there are certainly some Muslims in the UK that feel that, but the vast majority do not seem to want that.
Exactly, and I don't blame you. I think your observation is accurate, and it is the truth. But the thing is, why identify with something that you completely oppose? Like, for example, Muslims who don't believe in jihad. It's very similar to meat eaters who identify as vegans. They are not vegans. And the Muslims who don't believe in jihad, basically they are not Muslims. They are going against the Islamic law. They are going against all the Islamic
Oh my gosh, that's a crazy.
That's not up to them. But hang on, that's the crucial point, right there. So what your position is that if you follow the faith of Islam, then you automatically have to sign up to violence.
Yeah.
Whereas from everything I've heard from my moderate Muslim friends, of which I have many, is that is not how they interpret Islam. They do not see Islam.
So they're not Muslims. As easy as it sounds, they're not Muslims.
As a faith that necessitates.
Wait, yeah. Oh my gosh, it's so smart. Islamic law?
Because there are 2 billion Muslims, there's going to be...
Yeah, Islamic law. That's literally the law of what Muslims believe. That's so smart.
Islam itself as the problem.
It literally, it's in the word. It's literally saying that it's the Muslims' law if they believe in the Quran.
But your position,
you understand that extremism is such a weird term for Islam because if you look at their prophet and personally follow Muhammad, he committed acts of terror back in Arabia, back in the 7th century. So if they don't believe in extremism, then
I
why
dare
would
to
they
say
believe
even
Muhammad
anus
did extremist
terrorism,
things, according
not
to the
just
definition that
anus.
Pierce gave? Why do they associate themselves with Muhammad? I get the point of Yusuf Hassan Yusuf. He's right.
is anybody that follows the faith of Islam, 2 billion people right now,
Maybe it's in.
that they must all follow a path of violence, or they are reneging on what it means to follow Islam.
To identify with something that you don't understand and try to just manipulate it to suit your position, because your perception of yourself, that you are a peaceful person, yet you give cover to the jihadists and to the bad guys, and you legitimize a belief system that does not believe in the others who don't exist. For example, the Prophet Muhammad, when a bunch of Arabians came to him and they said, we became Muslims, he said, don't say that you became Muslims. He said, لا تقولوا أسلمنا لا تقولوا آمنا قولوا أسلمنا ولما يدخل الإيمان في قلوبنا. Meaning that you're only Muslims. Even Muhammad himself considered Muslim is just a very basic level, entry level into Islam. But if you really want to look at a bright side, that's Sufism. Sufis. And there are so many Sufi masters in the West, in Europe, also in the East, that actually stay away from politics completely. They withdraw, like the Hanifs. Like Muhammad when he abandoned Mecca and went up to the mountain in a long retreat, seeking spirituality, seeking God in devotion. I highly encourage the Muslims actually to do this, to look within and to drop the label, including the Muslim label. What's the point of identifying as a Muslim? Means that you are entitled for something. What do you want in return? And especially in days where the Muslim card pays. And what I say, that drop the identity completely. First of all, you're a human being. Be a good person. When you see the hateful campaign against the Jewish minority, very productive, very successful people that actually have very good relationship with the Muslims. There are so many Muslims in Israel. There are so many Arabs in Israel, and they have equal rights. They have their mosques. They have even representatives in the Israeli parliament. So Israel and the Jewish people don't look towards the Muslims with hatred. So now when we see the waves, especially after October 7th,
yeah, I think he's taking the conversation where the chat wants him to. And I think that's problematic, but could be good for viewers, I guess. I don't understand. I saw this guy was... He said that was a good thing, but I completely disagree. He doesn't even stand for these values. Probably. I don't think he stands. I think he might be. Well, actually, he's not pro-Islam.
Some can stay back,
I
but
don't
they'll be ranked lower in the eyes of Allah.
He does what his chat wants him to do. He like aligns with his chat, kind of.
Or maybe you're just doing taqiyya. And you're pretending.
But if he completely aligned with chat, it would be crazy. There's some really big Israel haters. At least he doesn't completely align. But he was like, in the beginning, he was for Israel. Then when his chat started to be pro-Palestine, he became pro-Palestine. But now his chat has came to this crazy extreme. Maybe it's good enough, probably not. But yeah, the chat took it to the extreme now, like, at least he doesn't take it, at least,
Caesars all come from the same place. Or even crazier, what if I told you that this grocery aisle that we're looking at right here,
yeah, at least
all brands owned by
Piers Morgan doesn't take it to the extreme.
for the general sentiment of people saying that quality specifically at fast food restaurants is going down, because food now just comes frozen from the same supplier and is shipped out to basically every single restaurant, so there's no more idiosyncrasies and uniqueness to go to a particular restaurant anymore. And that intrigued me, so I wanted to look into this a little bit further, do a couple of tests, and see whether or not it's true that the brands that own everything are actually ruining everything as well. Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Is it even true? Or are people just being hysterical? Well, we're about to find out. So without further ado, we have a lot to get to, so make sure you grab your popcorn and let's investigate. The first company we're going to take a look at is called Leprino Cheese, which controls 85% of the cheese in the United States. In fact, they are dubbed the Willy Wonka of cheese. That's because they ship over 1 billion pounds of cheese every single year. Get this, these four chains, Domino's, Papa John's,
Top 48%, let's go. Okay, now there's one last thing in the bottom. Bottom
They make
49%.
different flavor profiles, and a lot of people have complained because they think the quality of these fast food pizzas are going down. They haven't necessarily degraded, they've just merged and integrated because they use the same exact cheese. And it's not just on the pizzas, because since they control 85%, they're also in Hot Pockets, Stouffer's Lasagna, DiGiorno Frozen Pizza, and Tombstone. So these guys are everywhere. So what I want to do is do a blind taste test of the cheese itself, and then I want to put the cheese on
Oh,
these
then
different
we're on the
pizzas to
worst
see if it
thing,
affects the change
for sure.
whatsoever.
The thing is,
It shouldn't, which means that the true taste
20
of the
rating
cheese
isn't
doesn't come
much.
from the cheese is either in the sauce or the breading, or you could argue some of the seasoning, like for instance in the case of Papa
No.
John's. So first I want to start off with a little visual test, because maybe this whole time I've just been blind to this. Maybe I just
Yeah,
thought that all cheese
it was
looks the
pretty
same.
bad.
If these look truly identical, then
I think if I would have
these
did
are
that, that would have been
this is
really
what a
good.
Domino pizza looks like. Papa John's.
Wow, I'm going to feel like an idiot looking at this. So far, exactly the same. And look, Little Caesars. Okay, I must say, this actually looks a little bit different, but it might just be cooked more. And last but not least, Pizza Hut. So just from the eye test, these cheeses all look a little bit different, especially these last two. But I think that's just because the level at which it's cooked. Like the Pizza Hut one is undercooked, the Little Caesars one is overcooked, and then I think these two are probably cooked just right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of cheese off of each slice, and then I'm going to conduct the blind cheese taste test here. I can't believe all of America has been fooled by this. Domino's cheese, Papa John's cheese, Little Caesars cheese.
They're almost in weirdly.
Pizza Hut's cheese. I'm also going to wipe off all the sauce because I want this to be purely the cheese. Because after all, that's a pizza. So the cheeses have officially been dried off. There's no sauce on them. There's no oil. It's just the cheese as you see them. Right now they're in order, so this is the same order as you'll see on the table. I'm going to shuffle these cheeses up. Then I'm going to close my eyes, try a cheese, and then place it in the box.
Actually, the thing is, I probably need more.
It shows that Leprino's cheese is maybe a little bit different depending on the pizza. But if I can't get it,
but it's the
wrong, then you know
medium percentile, so it might even be a couple of percentages at once. Oh, nice.
I've had all these 4 pizzas before, so I'm going to try my best to see if I can discern which cheese belongs on which pizza. All right, here's the first cheese. Oh, it tastes like Chuck E. Cheese pizza. Oh, is this what the cheese tastes like? I feel like they usually mask it with the sauce and the oil and the bread. The cheese alone, wow. I'm going to say this is one of the worst ones, so I'm going to put this maybe on Pizza Hut. Next cheese. Here we go. That actually tastes exactly the same. Oh, what?
Wait, that could have been good.
This is the worst one. This must be Little Caesars. Here's the third cheese. Oh, I want my Domino's cheese. Actually, I don't know anything because this actually tastes like the first two. Domino's. Just because the way it's cooked. Alright, and last but not least, that tastes the same. All these taste the same. Papa John's. Alright, let's see how I did. I literally got all 4 wrong. That just goes to show that the cheese has absolutely no effect. Leprino cheese, a monopoly on all pizzas in the United States, they truly do all taste the same. You're not going crazy if you think the quality has degraded because it's literally indistinguishable depending on which pizza you get. Like there is absolutely no difference in them. One of the largest fast food conglomerates is called Yum Brands. They own brands like Taco Bell.
Maybe that was controversial, so I shouldn't have done that, but I think it was too early. Just that I think, and I'm not 100% sure.
And what we have here is KFC's new secret fries. Now apparently the same fries are used at each fast food joint, just dressed up in different ways. So I want to do a complete side-by-side and see if we're basically getting the same exact fry in different fast food restaurants. So I'm going to open up the nacho fries first. We're going to take a good visual look at them, cut into them, kind of see what we're playing with in terms of the potato. And we'll do the same thing with KFC. So here are the nacho fries in the
You know what? It's
like
too
like Cajun, maybe
somehow.
or something on them. We'll now do the same for KFC, who has their secret fries, which are going to be breaded differently, cooked differently, maybe like deep fried, so the visual, if you can tell, is not going to be the same. That's on purpose. But I want to look into it a little bit deeper. So I'm going to do one taste test, but then again, I'm going to look at them visually up close, and I want to see if it really is the same fry. Because there's been a lot of complaints about the fries getting worse, or all
Maybe it's close enough, I'll just allow it.
it's likely because they're using the same exact fries at many of your favorite fast food restaurants. So first I want to just do a little bit of a chomp. These don't look to be too overly seasoned, so I think these are probably the best bets to take a bite out of. Okay, very underwhelming.
That's good.
But I'm going to keep this in mind. It's hard to separate the flavor of this because of the way they bread and fry it, but interesting. Now, if we look at the inside, the fries do look eerily similar. They're basically the same exact width, with the only real difference just being the bread. Now, it makes sense that Yum Brands is doing this because they own these restaurants, of course. Why not take advantage of it? But this is the only place where all fries have the same exact supplier. Because in fact, all of these fries are from Popeyes, McDonald's, and Burger King all have the same exact fry supplier. It's from a company called Lamb Weston, and they're responsible for about 80% of all fast food fries. And the other 2 fries that you just saw are made by a company called McCain Foods, which, get this, make 1 in 4 fries in the entire world, regardless of it being fast food restaurants. So stadiums, movie theaters, cafeterias, wherever you get your fries, there's a really good chance that McCain Foods is making them. Anywhere in the world. Now, again,
But the thing is, that was still low, even though it's
they make their fries. McDonald's notably used to fry them in beef tallow, and then Burger King just makes terrible fries, and then Popeyes, in their case, they do the same sort of breading as a KFC, just Cajun style. But if you look at the inside of each fry, it's going to surprise you. Burger King, McDonald's, Popeyes. Now, if we get in real tight on this, you'll see not only do they have basically the same width and size, but even down to the coloring of the potato, it is literally the same potato. And this
Okay,
is
I'll do it again.
So do
I shouldn't have started, but now that I have fine. Okay, good. Not in. Actually, no, I don't want it to film, but whatever.
In fact, most of the appetizers, desserts, even like a good chunk of the entrees at places like Applebee's, Fridays, Chili's, even fast food restaurants like Domino's, this food comes from one food distributor in the United States called Sysco. Sysco is the largest food supplier
Cisco
in the United
WebEx.
States, operates in 600,000 restaurants.
You know what? I'm gonna wait for
Chances are, if you're eating at any random establishment, be it a movie theater, a stadium, or a chain restaurant like I noted,
Let me
it's
go.
probably coming from Sysco. I know it's disappointing to hear, but if you ever thought to yourself, wow, this feels like it came out of the microwave, it's probably because it has. In fact, there's an entire catalog online in which you can see the items that I'm about to show that these restaurants purchase. So one of the biggest examples of this is lava cakes, the molten lava cakes, chocolate lava cakes, whatever they're noted on the menus. Domino's has them, Chili's has them, Applebee's has them. They all have their own kind of lava cake, but it is the same exact lava cake, just varying sizes. And all of this comes from Sysco. Like, I right now can open a restaurant and purchase the same exact lava cakes as you see in front of me. Just do a little bit of side-by-side to show how similar the molten lava cakes at different chains are.
That's weird. Oh, is that 895? Wait, it couldn't be.
The same exact chocolate cake.
Oh, it is
Here from Domino's, we have
895.
these mini lava crunch cakes here. At Applebee's, we have their classic molten lava cake.
Okay, so
And at Chili's,
it's still
we have their
bottom
chocolate molten
49.
lava
Oh,
cake.
it's
Now, they don't
top
have their real distinct
49.
shape because, again, Sysco offers dozens
That's
of
still the
different chocolate
worst.
cakes on their website. But if you
Okay,
dive
let
in a
me.
little bit, do a taste test, and just truly look at the contents within, it is exactly the same. So here's the inside of the Domino's one, here's the inside of the Applebee's one, and here's the inside of the Chili's one. Now, the inside
You
of
know
these
what?
two barely
I
identical.
kind of want to go to
They
sleep.
have like the actual molten lava coming out.
A bit
Looks like
early
the Chili's
to
is dried out, so
for
honestly doesn't
how
look too
tired I
similar
am,
now as
but
this one, but these two do look
I don't know.
identical.
I kind of on the level of being tired. Bye guys. See ya tomorrow probably. See ya.